Hey everyone, this is Joey Yap here. Welcome to the Qi Men Dun Jia Art of Winning workshop. Wow, this is a 4-day training program. And first of all, welcome. And please type in your name and where you are from. Where you guys joining me tonight? Wow, so many of you. Great, great, great. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is my private office here in my home studio. Okay, so we're gonna have very relaxed 4-day training here. It's just no frills. If you see that, you're probably wondering why am I not using my my high-tech studio with all the screens. It is because we are working from home right now, and I want to keep my team safe. And so all my team now, all of them here are logging in and accessing this Zoom, managing this Zoom from behind the scene, with the exception of Kenny right here.
What's up, guys?
All right, hey, can I hear you? All right.
What's up, guys?
All right, so Kenny's behind the scene as well here with me. And but the rest of the team, they are in different parts of KL as we are accessing and managing this presentation. So it's going to be like no frills. It's just me with managing the slides, and we're going to do and him, of course. Yes, the most important Hokage is behind the screen, helping you guys out with this live event. Yes, we are doing this streaming live right here. How many of you guys here are excited for the next 4 days? Nice. Okay, so we are all ready for Qi Men Dun Jia. Now, I think, I've taught Qi Men before, but this is going to be specifically for beginners, okay? So how many of you here are beginners? Beginners, like type a me in the chat. That's right, type me. Okay, I want to see how many beginners. Now, even if you're not a beginner, guys, even if you're not a beginner, please assume the beginner's mindset the next couple of days, okay? So because this is designed for beginners, so I'm going to take it from zero all the way up, okay? So I'm going to assume that you have no knowledge of Qi Men and you're going to get a fresh start. How you're going to learn this system. Would that be good for you guys? Okay, so 4 days with just me here and, of course, Kenny behind the scenes and the rest of my team somewhere here in Malaysia. We're going to help you understand and learn Qi Men Dun Jia, okay? Some of you don't even know what system is. This system is, and you guys are already here, which is obviously a lot of faith in us, which thank you so much. Or you probably have heard of this from my Telegram. Okay, thank you. So I have to stop the morning messages because I'm doing this live now and there's a lot of work to prepare. Okay, but you guys you obviously will get some of the information and some slides, okay? I might post on Telegram for you guys and we're going to communicate from there, okay? I am going to do my Q&A on the Telegram to make it easy, so I won't jam up the chat here and I won't take up the training time because this is where I want to teach you the technical stuff, how do you use Qi Men, and then I'll leave the live Q&A, which obviously I'll still do it live, but I can get response, a live chat mode with you guys on Telegram. What say you? Okay, cool, nice. So what I'm going to do now is, because we have multiple not cameras, but multiple accounts on Zoom. So Kenny might insert the slides for me, but he wants me to control my own slides as much as I can. I'll try that. But in case I miss out, Kenny, can you just slip the page in, right? So you do that magic that you do that.
Leave it to me.
All right, okay, so I'll leave that to you. And now, the reason why it's good to do Qi Men right now, because we are looking at the world in a different lens, through the pandemic lens, right? Because it's been 1.5 years now since global lockdown and things. I think the States and in parts of Europe are starting to move back again, and of course, Asia here we still have many places are in lockdown, and I think Qi Men, you got to understand Qi Men from the ground up, but there's also a different way of application that is more applicable to you right now. I think it's important to learn something that is practical, don't you think so? You don't just want to learn about the philosophy side of Qi Men or any metaphysics tool and then get, wow, it's so cool, but then you can't apply it in your real life. Okay, I want you to be able to apply this and be able to make the change immediately, all right? So That's why make the improvements immediately in your life. So it's important to learn Qi Men from a practical perspective as well. So the way me and my team designed this 4-day training is to get you from 0 to 1. 0 to 1 means application, from nothing to something, to apply this and transform at least a little bit, if not a lot, about your life. Okay, and maybe in the form of your career, maybe in the form of your relationships, maybe in the form of your health, maybe just from your energy and your connection to intuition. How many of you here would like to enhance your intuition? Type of me here in the chat. Okay, right. So intuition now, of course, you may say, is that even possible? Yes, it is. Okay, it is. You can connect to at least some of the higher intelligence, right? I can't promise you that this is going to be like full access. That takes much longer, or probably a lifetime. We are still learning that. But at least to some, I think even with the 5% improvement, come on guys, even with a 5% improvement in your life right now, wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool for a couple of hours spent in the next 4 days evening, and we learn something, right? After all, many parts in the world right now is in lockdown. Might as well acquire a new skill, right? Okay. All right, guys. So first things first here, I'm going to show you the what I call the housekeeping rules first. Okay, guys? Just so everyone is, while we wait for more people to join us now, we have so many people joining us, and we are on a chat roll. And some of you are wondering, why am I on this chat roll and why I'm not using the other types of chat roll? Because this one has higher capacity. And if you are able to log in right now, that's great. Please use your real name. We cannot answer you if you're using guest 123. Please look at that. So yeah, just saw another guest something number. Log out and log in again with your real name. Okay. All right. So right now you see here everything that you need on this page. See this page, meaning this is the live video stream right now. But if you just put it in the corner and scroll up a little bit and scroll down, you will be able to see a link to the private Facebook group. Okay, somewhere on this page you're watching. Now, if you're watching this on your phone, for God's sake, why are you even watching this on your phone? Obviously, it's going to be more difficult. If you're watching this on TV, you're streaming it on your TV or you're streaming on your desktop, then yes, you scroll down, you see there's a link to your Facebook group, to our private Facebook group, where we're going to share with you additional notes, additional insights, and maybe additional Q&As that I'll be doing, or my team is going to do it just for you guys. That's a private Facebook group. Go there, join that right now. Okay. And there's going to be a schedule or schedules of this day. Okay. Now, some of you might be wondering and might be asking along the way, when will I end? Do not ask that, because I'm sensitive to this question. I get rashes and I get a back pain, and my kidneys will not do really well after hearing that. Okay, so please don't do that. It frightens me. Don't ask me when I will end. How many of you would like me to teach as long as possible and give as much value as possible? Type a 1 in the chat. Okay, cool. So if you like that, I will just keep talking, right? So if you guys have you need to go, you need to go. All right, so you don't have to tell me you're leaving. You also don't have to ask me when I'm stopping. I'll just do as much as possible a day. But we will start at 8 p.m. But you will arrive a bit early so that you can log in at early as 7:30. I might start early. I might go crazy and say, you know what, I'm going to start early. But I'll say we start at 8 p.m. And you can access to the training video on this page. So bookmark this page. Okay. And please access to the link on this page here to my Telegram channel, of course. All right, to the Telegram channel. If you're not already on my Telegram channel, how many of you are already on my Telegram? Type a me here. Okay, nice. So you're on my Telegram. Those who are not on my Telegram, there's also a link on below this page to tell you how to join my Telegram channel. That's where I will be sending additional notes, and or where I would be doing a live chat of Q&A with you. So I want to be able to talk to you and hear you back. And this system right now that I'm doing, I can't hear your voice. I can see your chat though. I just can't hear your voice, but I'd like to speak to you. So I'll host the Q&A on my Telegram. So if you're not on my Telegram, get on my Telegram so I can do the Q&A with you guys. So I want to be able to answer your questions, right? And if there are any downloads whatsoever, it's going to be on this page. Okay. So now, so the links, bookmark this page, by the way, bookmark joeyup.com/QiMen training, because that's where you're going to log in every day to watch the video. There's no special magic code whatsoever. Just come here and you'll see it. Okay. And remember, log in with your real names. And if you have not already done so, you notice that the chat, sometimes you might not be able to log in only because it's the traffic is high. Okay, so please don't worry about that. If the traffic is high, just try again later. You'll be fine. Relax. Okay, don't FOMO. All right, how many of you guys know my philosophy of hashtag no FOMO? What's FOMO, by the way? Type it here. No fear of missing out. All right, so in case you can't log in and all that, don't worry. You just try it a bit later. Don't stress out my team with your tech issues. Okay, what are tech issues? Your software doesn't work, your video I can't see, your voice I cannot hear. That is whose problem? Your problem. So you go and find out, from your service provider or your mom or your dad or whoever you're watching this from, to be able to give you the access or give you a higher internet speed or whatever it is. Okay. But on our end, everything is working fine. Kenny, is everything streaming fine?
A-okay.
A-okay. All right. So we are all fine here. Leave the chat, guys, only for what type of questions? The questions that are related to the subject I'm teaching, guys. Can we have a type an A here if you agree with me? We're only going to talk about the topic related to QiMen on the chat. Type A. Type A. All right, I want to see the support here. Okay, so if you have problems logging into the printout of your chart, or you can't see, you forgot the Telegram link, whose problem is it? Whose problem? Type. Your problem. Okay, so we will not tell you the links because the links is you scroll down this page. Now, if you're on, you have courtesy with the rest. If you guys are able to help me out here, for those who are joining later, obviously will ask this sort of dumb questions. Why I can't do this? I can't see that. Then please help me out because I'm going to be focused on teaching, and I won't. Me and my team cannot tell them where's the Telegram link. Can you guys help me out? You tell them, okay? Where's the Telegram link? And while I'm teaching, you please make sure that you don't ask for any of the slides. You do not ask for any of the slides. If there's an important slide, Kenny will put it up on the screen. And then when he puts it up on the screen or I put it up on the screen, you screen capture it yourself. Guys, can you do that? Type a me if you can. Type a yes if you can. All right, nice. Okay. So for those who have problems with this, you keep your problem to yourself. You don't ask, how can I download the script? No. Don't do that. I'll strangle you, okay? Don't do that, all right? And also, one more thing. Take up your right hand. Yes, take up your hand. Swear to me that you will not be recording this. Yes, swear to me, all right? Or your balls will fall off. All right, do that, please. And if you don't have balls, your tits will go sideways. Okay, thank you. All right, don't record this. It's not cool because we are recording this as a product for launch. We're just allowing all you guys to watch for free. Okay, so you already get this part. So please, all right, out of respect for all the hard work that me and my team have put in, don't record this on your own. And if you find anyone that is recording and you know so, tell me. I'll be your friend. Okay, use gold finger, poke their back, tell it to me. I love you. Tell me. All right. So we'll just pass it to all our lawyers, and they are so hungry to kill these people. We'll kill a few of these. We killed a few of these assholes already, right, Kenny?
Yeah.
A few of them. They are burning in hell, and their karmic debt cannot be repaid. Think about that. 生仔冇屎忽冇能之後, oh no, my God. Okay, so don't do that, yeah? All right, okay, so, but for the rest of you guys, with the 99% of you guys are cool, all right? You guys are cool, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And if you have questions during this time, you can post it on the chat relating to the subject. And if you see the names in blue, all right, names in blue, guys, on the chat. All right, type a coach. All right, those names in blue in the chat, those are coaches. They can help you. All right, there are, I think about 20 of them right here, and we are going to support you if it's related to the subject. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for joining us today. Replays. Some of you are asking about replays. No, we may not have replays. Okay. So if anyone asks for it along the way, please just tell them. Reason. Me and my team, we are all working remotely, as you know, and we are going to focus on preparing the materials for my talk today and tomorrow and day after. So we got no time to go and edit this video or get it ready or put it up on this. Even putting up on this page takes time. So we have limited manpower and we cannot do that. We cannot promise. We may not do that. So watch it live. And the benefit is here. Ready? While you're watching this live, guys, while you're watching this live, right now, we may give you some special downloads that are available on the Telegram chat. And it's going to be available during my announcement. And if you miss it, no more. You can't download it again, even if you're watching the replay. Okay? So if you're watching the replay right now, if you're watching the replay that I'm recording, if you are doing that, don't bother going to the chat because there's no downloads. All right? You only get it while you're watching live. I know you don't have time. So do I. All right? That's why I want you to make sure that you commit. When you know how much, guys, come on. When people get things for free, they don't value, right? So I'm not asking you to pay me for this training, but you're going to commit the time. That's how it's going to be fair. All right. So you're going to be here and you're going to watch it, and we will, as much as possible, we'll help each other out. All right. Okay. So that's it. So if you guys are ready, right? If you guys are ready, type A1. If you guys are ready, type 1. Nice. Okay. So the art of Qi Men Dun Jia. In the next couple of days, in these next 4 days, you are going to learn this system called Qi Men Dun Jia. Now, of course, for a lot of people, especially newbies, as we all know, a lot of newbies here who would have never heard of this system. You heard of Feng Shui, you heard of Chinese astrology, you heard of maybe the I Ching or the Yi Jing, but what the hell is this? Qi Men Dun Jia, what is this? Right? Okay. So this will, as I promised, this is a zero up, right? From zero. So what is Qi Men Dun Jia? In short, it is one of the 3 oracles that predates Feng Shui. It predates astrology, parts of astrology, and it is used during the founding times of metaphysics. In fact, when we talk about metaphysics today, most of it has its roots on Qi Men Dun Jia, or one of the 3 oracles. Now you may say, what the hell is the 3 oracles? Well, the 3 oracles are Tai Yü San Song. Translation, Tai Yi numerology. Number 2, Lok Yam San Fong, Liu Ren method, the Liu Ren method. Okay. And number 3, Qi Men Dun Jia. All right. Now, these 3, it's not an order or priority, but they do represent the systems of heaven, earth, and man. Heaven, the Tai Yi. The man, Liu Ren. Man means human beings. Some of you are like, oh, you don't need to talk about man, you don't talk about woman. No, it's just a matter of description. Okay, don't be so sensitive. Slap, slap. Okay. Now, so the man method is human method is Liu Ren, and then the earth method is Qi Men. Primarily, they can do what each system do, but they have their strengths. For instance, Tai Yi numerology is used by the emperors and the sages to foresee world events. What happens in the cosmos, right? Like, oh, where would be the birth of the next hero? Or where would be the birth of the next emperor, right? They see all this, like the next sage, right? It's almost like a system. They want to find out when the next Dalai Lama will be reincarnated, okay? That's Tai Yi. Okay, if you ask me when I'm going to teach Tai Yi, I can't, because some of the documents, a lot of documents are missing here and there, okay? So I have parts of it. I'm having trouble finding some documents as well, okay? So I'm working on it, okay? But that is the same system that could talk about world events, like maybe, you know, who's going to be the new president, or when this pandemic will end, or why did it start in the first place, when is the next one? That's Tai Yi. Big events, okay? So when those ancient days, they talk about Koxi, you know Koxi? Koxi means imperial astrologer, the one who advised the emperor. That guy must know the system, because he's supposed to know whether because the emperor is in Xi'an, right? He need to know whether in the south of China, whether there's going to have flood. To know that, he need Tai Yi numerology, because obviously they don't have internet and satellite, so they need to like calculate. Oh, the stars say that. Oh, okay. Send your troops or money to the south because they're going to have a flood in 2 months and 14 days. That's Tai Yi. Okay. Now, is it useful for us today? Only if you're a big time investor, maybe, or you run a country. All right. So not many people pay too much attention to it. Even those who learn it probably don't really get jobs as consultants. It's like, one of my friends that he said he studied some psychology degree and now he graduated, especially in this pandemic, found it hard to find a job. Yeah, exactly my point. Okay, so you learn Tai numerology, you're not going to get employed. Okay, unless our prime minister or some prime minister feels that, okay, you might be good, let's employ you. Otherwise, no job. Okay, so Liu Ren is different, right? Liu Ren system is called the man system, and for the they're not called womanizers. What they call woman rights? Okay, human. I don't know lah. Okay, those who are okay. This it's based on the human, like heaven, earth, man, and man represents people. Okay, so this Liu Ren is when you watch the television, and you see last time, right? Those people like the master zone. Okay, in this case you should turn left. Okay, in this case you should stand here for a while because you're gonna have a free gift. Okay, in this case you shouldn't go to work today because there's a traffic jam. Okay, in this case there will be flooding tomorrow. I think you should bring umbrella. Okay, no, umbrella and flooding doesn't work. So in case it's for a lot of smaller scale things, like smaller scale stuff like, okay, which color should I wear because I want to make sure that I impress my client. So that is called very much into the Liu Ren method, smaller scale. It's also very useful, okay, in many cases. A lot of people can't make small decisions in life, right? So they do that. Qi Men, on the other hand, it's very different. Okay, Qi Men is used for war back in those days. Oh my God, what is used for war? It's used for bigger things such as battles. And in those days, there are a lot of battles. They need to beat the shit out of their enemy and conquer their state and take their goods and take their women. Okay, let's not talk about that. Let's take their state, their city, and besiege somebody. They use Qi Men. And so I'm sure you heard of the Sun Tzu Art of War. How many of you heard of Sun Tzu Art of War? Right, type a me here. Sun Tzu Art of War. Sun Ji Bing Fa. That's right, Sun Ji Bing Fa. Okay, all right, so good. I see some of you still using guess some number, right? Please write your real name here, all right? If you don't know how to do that, exit and enter again. Cool. Okay, so Sun Tzu Art of War is the philosophy side of war, which today a lot of business people subscribe to and use and learn as part of management and business management, correct? Okay. But the art of war itself, like and analyzing or forecasting enemy moves and to launch an attack and to understand the attributes of winning, how to win, and what are the consequences of certain decisions, that is Qi Men Dun Jia. So today we don't really go to war. I mean, none of the old Qi Men masters that I've ever learned from have ever been to war. So a lot of people talk Qi Men, but they actually can't use Qi Men because they don't do business. Okay, so to be a good Qi Men practitioner, you got to be in business or at least help business owners. Now, how many of you own your own business right here? Or you are a freelancer, or you are starting your own business, or intend to do your own business in future? Type a me here. Don't worry, I'm not going to hold you to it, even if you say you want to start one and you don't do it later. I just want to know whether you want eventually to own your own business. Type a me here, or run your own consulting company, your own investment company. You want to be a stock trader. You want to you be a forex trader, whatever. You're working for your own. How many? Okay. Well, then Qi Men, then you're fighting a battle, and you gotta have a strategy to win. Okay. Now, does it always win? That depends on how well you understood Qi Men. But that's what this 4 days is about. Okay. You may say, but I work for others. How many of you work for other people? Type of me here, you work for other people. Okay. Great. Okay, so if you're working for other people, in order to do a great job, you got to help your employers, your company that you're working for, the department that you're working for, do well. To do that, it's also a battle. You want to rise up in the ranks of your business, correct? You want to anticipate what your superiors and bosses want. Here's the problem. Some of these idiots, they don't tell you what they want, or worse, they actually don't know what they want, and then they scream at you. Yes or no? Come on, you know that, right? What if you have a tool to access what they want before they know they want it? Isn't that what marketing is about, by the way? You want to anticipate what your market wants before they know they want it. Isn't that what war is? You want to win the war, you got to know where the enemy is going, right? In order to attack, and you attack them by surprise. right? And isn't that what sports is as well? If you're in a game of soccer, you run to where the ball is going, not to where the ball is. Isn't it true? Right? So you want to go to where the ball is. That's the same with sports. If you are a badminton fan, it's where what is that? Shuttlecock. Okay, where it is going. So you don't hit it because where it is the other side of the court, right? That's what you got to do. So in sports, it's used for winning. It's a battle. So yourself, relationship. Oh, this is very important. You got to know what, that woman wants. Your woman wants. For guys and for ladies, come on. At least know what he wants. He doesn't talk much, right? If he's not thinking, you want to anticipate what he wants. Listen, all out of relationship or business is the same. Go get what they want. Give it to them. Happy, okay? You don't give them what they want, you're not going to get what you want. Isn't it true? Right? So, power of anticipation. That's called forecasting. That's what Qi Men is about. But Qi Men has one more, even more powerful tool, and that is to map out the battle that goes inside your mind. Okay? Now, you may say, there's no battle going inside my mind. Yes, there is. Inside your mentality today, right? Some of you are already thinking, Qi Men is too hard. Before you start, the battle is lost, right? You say you can, I can do well in my career. No, my boss is an asshole. I cannot work in that company. Before you do anything, you already defeat yourself, right? So the art of Qi Men Dun Jia, the art of Qi Men, allows you to anticipate, and understand even your own thoughts, the battle that's going in your mind, and win those battles, right? And if you want to manifest an opportunity, that blockage in your mind will stop you from getting what you want because you actually don't believe it happen. Now, how many of you actually believe that you can be wealthier? Type of one, like really believe. Like every cell in your body, okay, including your KKJ, believes that. Okay, you don't have a KKJ, something else. Okay, hashtag PP. If you don't have KKJ, you have a PP. All right. So, when you say you're going to be a millionaire, right? When you say you're going to be a millionaire, does every cell in your body actually believe that? Maybe there's some part mentally that actually say, you know what, someday I'll get there, but today is not the someday. Maybe after the pandemic. Damn it, this pandemic dragged so long, right? So, a lot of stuff. After the pandemic, there'll be something else. Oh, it's this government, right? After the government, even change government, then what else? Oh, shit, it's another thing happening. Always something until the barriers change. Now, what if there's a constant and nagging health issue? Some people hang on to their battle scars. Battle scars means, it's like that. Their health becomes their scar, their trophy. It's like, I have this problem and I've been fighting it for years. And, I've overcome it, but still, once in a while I struggle. They talk about it like it's their trophy. That's why they find it hard to heal. Some people cannot heal because their scars are their trophies. You got to get rid of those, right? So there could be barriers to wealth, barriers to career that is inside here, right? Even to learning this. Some people, before you start, it's too difficult. When you going to end? Before you start, you have this thing, this mind, this inner voice itself. This is what Qi Men is going to do to help you mitigate that, change that, and turn the mind from being the master to become your slave. Okay, this is very important. Now, some of you already learned Qi Men before, know that I'm going to show you in either today or tomorrow how you can command the deities. Now, the moment I say command deities, because I posted this a couple of days ago, maybe last week, can't remember, on my Instagram about it was closer to the eclipse time we were talking about this, about using the deities, right? And some of them said, do I pray to the deities? Do I worship them? I said, my God, no, you don't worship your mind. You're not the slave, okay? This is your mind. You want the mind to listen to you. So you command, right? See, even that they cannot. They think it's blasphemous to even call it a deity. No lah, you can call it anything you want. Why is it there's a barrier, right or not? So this is why you learn Qi Men is to map this out and break down the barriers and create a reality that you want. So the goal of the next 4 days is this, all right? The goal of the next 4 days, let me show you on the screen. The goal of the next 4 days is to help you turn life, making it more adventurous. How many of you would like life to be more fun? Type of me here. You want life to be more fun? All right. Now, you may say, why do I need fun? No, I don't need fun. I just need to make more money. Listen, how many of you need more motivation then? I have received a lot of questions, from Telegram and from Instagram. How do I stay motivated? You want to know the answer? I don't specifically think about staying motivated, but I can tell you this, the secret to being self-motivated all the time is that life is fun and adventurous. Think about it. When things are fun, do you even need to be motivated to get up to do it? No, you just do it. You will find the time because it's fun. You like to do. And when, you know about procrastination. How many of you have suffered procrastination? Type of me here. Procrastination. You know what to do, but you keep delaying it. Right? Type of me in the chat. Procrastinate, right? Okay. So here's the thing. You procrastinate, that means you postpone something, correct? Now, whatever you postpone in life is something that you don't really enjoy doing. Think about it. You don't really enjoy doing, isn't it? Right? You postpone something when you don't enjoy doing. I mean, absence of discipline, of course, right? You don't enjoy doing, you delay. It's natural. But what if you really enjoy something? What do you think we'll do? You will do it immediately. Isn't it true? Right? Suppose you want to see Jane, and Jane is really fun to talk to, and she's really nice, and she's exciting, and you want to see her. Should you postpone the meeting? Or you want to, let's have the meeting now? Don't you think so? You want to see her immediately? Why? Because it's interesting, she's fun, and she may, have more fun with you. It's adventurous. So if we just turn the next couple of days to have more adventure, more fun, using Qi Men, of course, your life will transform. You don't need motivation anymore. You will be motivated. Okay? You'll be not procrastinating because you're winning. Okay? So the stuff is this, right? How would you enjoy life more? Very simple. When you're winning. It's true, right? I mean, come on. If you are not winning right now, you won't enjoy life. And people who have passion in life obviously find some wins in their life. You cannot say, oh, my passion is sailing, but every time you sail, your ship sinks. No, all right? Or you cannot be, oh, my passion is skydiving, but every time you jump, your parachute doesn't open. Okay, that's a bad example. If it doesn't open, you're dead. So you obviously have, if your passion is fishing, obviously you get success or at least some wins in fishing. Okay? Anything that we're passionate in, we find that we're winning or enjoy doing. Okay? So if you lost that, you will lose passion. So what if Qi Men can map out what this is and allows you to win? Well, Qi Men cannot tell you what will be your passion. That's a part of the thing. But Qi Men can help you turn it into passion by winning. So that's how you win the life battles, right? If you keep winning, you enjoy it, right? At least small wins, right? Small wins. So how about freedom, right? The second thing we're talking about freedom. What does it mean when we are talking about freedom? Well, freedom means to be able to do what you want, whenever you want, with whomever you want. That's true freedom. Okay? You can't do this, can't do that because you're limited by skill, you're limited by motivation, you're limited by energy, you're limited by time, you're limited by so many things. Now, some of you say, oh, you're smart, Alex. Oh, it's pandemic, can't do a lot. No, lockdown doesn't allow you to go out, but you can go in. Have you expanded your mind? Have you manifested, possibilities? A lot of things can still be done from home. For example, improving your capacity to manifest, being able to live happier, be able to feel more energetic. Sunlight is free, air is still free in this world. So a lot of freedom is not exercised. The freedom to choose to be happy. Ta-da! This is a freedom. A lot of people will think, no, it's my girlfriend that makes me unhappy. No, she doesn't have a remote control to your life to press and then, suddenly you feel unhappy. Okay, no. Happiness is an inside job, right? Your joyfulness is an inside job. The freedom to choose to be joyful in demand. That's what you're going to go for in Qi Men, okay? So the problem is people say, no, is it possible? Yes, because that's a battle. The battle to control that, to decide that you can be happy and joyful internally, okay? And this talks about, has a lot to do with miracles as well. You may say, yeah, miracles, miracles. What do you mean by miracles? How many of you have experienced a miracle in your life? Type a me here. Miracle in your life. Good, right? The more you recognize miracles happening in your life, the more miracles happen. Okay, this is important here. I want to tell you this. You might think there is this is God or something, okay, whatever, right? I'm going to use a broad name called the universe. All right, I'm going to use a broad name, it's a more universal name called the universe or higher intelligence. And obviously, something more smarter than you called pure intelligence have created you, right? It has, through its infinite wisdom and magic and whatever, brought you to life. That's a miracle. You're alive today. Therefore, you can experience miracles. Now, what does that mean? Okay. So in order to experience more miracles, I'm going to tell you the secret now. This is part of Qi Men, part of training your mind for this thing called Fat Qi Men. Fat Qi Men is called spiritual Qi Men, which we are going to learn today. Okay. This is all the background from zero up. Yeah. Again, I'm just emphasizing we have a lot of beginners in this room. So I'm going to make sure that you are prepared to go this, to have the correct mindset before we go. Okay. Don't worry. You'll learn this in the 4 days. Yeah. Relax. Okay. Now, so the creator, the high heavens or the universe or God for some people have created you. All right. So you are a miracle itself. Of all the energies in the world, you have a chance to live a human life. Okay. You get to experience in your own freedom of choice to be happy, to be sad, to experience growth, to experience everything that this life has to offer. That itself is a miracle. Okay. Now here's the thing. For more miracles, you got to recognize miracles. If you don't see miracles, you're not going to have more. And I'll give you an example. How many of you have wife at home? Okay, obviously I'm talking to the guys, some girls too. If she makes cake, she create cake, all right, and ask you to eat. When you eat, what must you say? Come on, type the answer. What do you say? This tastes like shit. How many of you would have the balls to say that? This cake looks like shit. It tastes like a shoe. And, this cream, it's sour. And I don't like the way it looks. It's too fattening. How many of you would dare to say that? Some of you would dare to say that and say, oh, no wife, never mind. Okay, so for those of you who do that, right, or your loved one make cake for you, and you complain, okay. Now, let's say you got a very lovely wife or lovely spouse, really, really lovely, very nice, and she didn't scold you, she didn't shout at you, she didn't even slap your face. She just like, okay. Take noted. Okay. What happens next? The next time she makes cakes, will she invite you? No, because you are a cake complainer. Right? You complain, you don't like the cake, you don't like this, you don't like that, you serve your wrong time, wrong temperature, whatever. Now that's the same with the creator. Creator up there, the universe, right? The higher intelligence created you with the faculties of your mind, your emotions, your physical being, your energy level. But you complain, I'm stupid, I cannot learn this, I'm confused, I'm slow, I take time, I don't like this, I don't like the government that you've given me, I don't like this economy, I don't like this, I don't like that. Complain. Next time any opportunities come in, do you think this higher intelligence up there is going to give it to you? You are a cake complainer. And normally the creator doesn't like the complainers, okay? It might not hate you, but since you're a complainer, you'll be down the line, okay? You'll be lower down the priority list. That's exactly how it is. So when it comes to miracles, right? And you want to expect positive changes and, inspiration. Why is it that your neighbor is doing better, that your friends has all the inspiration in life? Because he or she is not a cake complainer. So everyone, type in the chat right now, hashtag no cake complainers. Hashtag no cake complainers here, all right? So every time you are displeased with life itself, you are rejecting miracles. Because you are the creation. Are you not the creator that created you? You're here right now. That's the miracle. And you're complaining about the miracle. Okay? Why this, why that, no good, this, no good, everything. So remember, I am that I am. This is important. So if you say, I am smart, I'm lovely, I am beautiful, you are praising the cake. You're saying this cake itself is great. It tastes good. What happens next time? More cake, right? So if you say, no, I'm stupid, and I'm not smart enough, I'm poor, I cannot afford this, I cannot afford that, I have no time, no energy, whatever it is. It's like saying this cake is not sweet enough, don't have this, don't have that. You're a cake complainer. Got it? Okay. So remember, more miracles. The next 4 days is hashtag no cake complainers. We'll show you how you use Qi Men, but the end of the day is still you. Okay. So in order to learn all this, we are learning the language of the universe. Qi Men Dun Jia is a tool to learn, to understand the language of the universe. Okay, how to become co-creators of your destiny, which means now you have this cake creator. Imagine like cake creator, and you can say, it'd be nice if I have some pink color here and I have some flowers here, right? Depending who you're talking about. If you're talking to a boy, he would say, I would like my dinosaurs here, right? I would like this here, my cars here, stuff like that. You get to co-create the destiny because now you learn how you can maximize all the faculties that are given to you. And you can manifest your biggest dreams, even if you're not a spiritual person. Listen, just because you go to the temple and burn joss papers doesn't make you a spiritual person. I'm sorry, yeah? I know some people say that, how look at this joss stick? It's bigger than a cannon, all right? I put this joss stick, Chinese New Year, right? How high they put this stuff. And they think that the higher they go, the more their dreams will come true, just because they're the big ass, rocket there giving to the heavens. It's not that, okay? Your how heaven likes this joss stick? Maybe you are causing some air pollution where they are, right? So it's not the thing. The most important to manifest your dreams is to connect to the rules of the universe. Okay, so I want you to imagine the universe as this, right? It's like the ocean with currents, right? With currents, and they have waves. So this universe itself, the higher intelligence, it is devoid of, or it is unsullied by your opinions. Now, you have biased opinions because people will think, Qi Men Dun Jia, traditional Chinese art, let's go and burn joss paper. Joss paper will make it work. No, that is your opinion. It is not what the higher intelligence wants. You thought it wants that. Or you may say, higher intelligence is not like that. Higher intelligence is all about love. It's all about love. It loves me. It loves me. No, it does not. It's the waves. The waves neither loves you nor hates you. You understand the waves. You're going to ride it like a surfer. You don't understand the current and the waves, it's going to crush you like anybody else. Okay? So when you understand the laws of nature, the universal laws, you can manifest big waves, get the life of your dream. But suppose you don't understand, they'll be crushed. Look at everything in this creation, they are good creation. Mother Nature itself is a great creation, but Mother Nature itself, nature can also be quite nasty. Have you been to Africa? Have you seen the lions eating the buffaloes? Not a pretty sight, right? And the leopards bringing the I don't know what that creatures are, right up to the trees. Not a pretty sight. And this pandemic is also, whether it is man-made or created, it's still killing people. Where's the love? Love is a human thingy. Humans aspire love. Nature itself neither hates nor there's no hate, no love. It's neutral. Okay, you can love if you know how to use it. So you want to be lovely, use it for lovely purpose. But if you are nasty, you'll be using it for nasty purposes, right? So it is a neutral thing, all right? Which is good, which is fair, right? So a way to, if you understand how the waves, the current moves, you can also forecast whether there's going to be a big wave or a small wave. Don't you think so? That's how Qi Men works. It helps you forecast the action. It navigates through the treacherous waters. It allows you to ultimately transform your life and ride the waves high. That's what Qi Men is about, all right? So if you're thinking about being co-creators, guys, if you're thinking about co-creators, you're thinking about second chances in life. How many of you would like a second chance in life? Second chance. How many believe in second chances? Right? Second chance means to make some of your problems go away, to undo some of the shit that happened before, to reboot an opportunity, and to get up after you've been knocked out. Think about that. Okay? And of course, I think in the next 4 days, if you dedicate some time here, you probably will learn a lifelong skill that you will be able to use for both your professional and your personal life. Okay, so that's what I hope you will achieve in the next couple of days. All right. So specifically, I would say this tool I will focus on in the next couple of days are these areas. I'm going to show you now on your screen. I'm going to show you how, if you can do the correct asking in a short while, or the correct way to tap to your energies, maybe today or tomorrow. Listen, I'm dealing with a lot of beginners here. So I got to take it from zero up, guys. Okay. Some of you I know I've learned before, right? But this is going to be a new perspective anyway. So are you guys all right with this? I'm going to take you from bottom, from the zero up, so everyone gets to learn, right? So if you follow this, one part of Qi Men will allow you to change the trajectory of your life, to massively change that for the good, because all it takes is a small little change, and the direction of growth will be different for you. And you may say, but how? Don't worry about that. I'll show you the house later. It might be a small shift in the mental energies, just a small shift in that energy, and things will change. All right. And it will empower you to experience unprecedented growth in your business. Now, this I need to talk a little bit in detail here, especially for those of you who are running your own business as a one-man show, all right? One-person consultant, a trainer, a coach. Okay, how many of you are one-person show right now? You're selling your services as a coach, as a teacher, right? As a trainer, as a designer, right? As a herbalist or a nutritionist. Every one of you guys here, right? So a lot of you guys here, and some of you work for companies. I understand that. The thing is, how Qi Men works is it doesn't predict the future, but it can help you anticipate and forecast what needs to be done. Okay. On my personal experience is this. In 2019, now I know a lot of you guys have asked, can you use Qi Men? Had you used Qi Men to predict the pandemic? I didn't predict the pandemic, first of all, to be honest. I don't think any astrologer done, although it's clearly written in the Mother Earth Oracle. But even then, it didn't spell pandemic. It just said a lot of people got sick, okay? So, and for us we can't predict it, but we did prepare for it in this way. Let me tell you why. In 2019, so I told my team, hey, and I use Qi Men for business all the time. I told my team, hey, it's time to create a studio in a home studio. And I wanted to rent the unit that is opposite the unit that I'm staying, because currently I'm building my house. So I'm staying somewhere else right now. So I got a place, and the opposite unit is available. I want to rent it and do what? I want to put my studio there, and I put all these screens and all these cameras. I wanted to buy, I thought, Kenny, how many? 7 cameras, is it?
Yeah.
There are 7 cameras, and they thought I was crazy, all right? And these are expensive broadcast cameras, right? And they said I was crazy. Crazy to put in a huge-ass LED screen that I use for my stage, because usually my stage that I do for live events is rented. I don't buy those stuff, right? Rent those stuff. And now I want to put one in the home, and they say, and right in my bedroom, I want to put one in my bedroom, and they say I was crazy because these things, they have a shelf life, right? And they don't work. So I said, no, we're going to do that. And Qi Men says do it anyway, all right? Qi Men says it's good. We don't know why it was good. And they thought I was crazy. But nevertheless, I said, Qi Men vetoes everything. So by November of 2019, I have LED screens and cameras in my bedroom, okay? Kenny can show a slide here of my picture that I used to use, right? The only thing is right now I'm not doing it, not using that room, but normally I broadcast it from that room, okay? So what happens was 2019 went by, not used, early in the year not used even, because in the end, I still rented the My Tech Hall. Now they use the hall here in Malaysia for vaccination. That hall, we put in 12,000 people live on stage, okay? Live with me on stage, and it was fun. So I didn't even get to use the studio that I set up until March 2020, March 18, I still remember. How do you remember March 18 for Malaysians, right? Everyone locked down. It was a huge panic because it was the first time people were locked down. The second time, third time, nobody it doesn't matter, right? The first time, everyone panicked, shit, I don't know what's happening, right? And all our events, we run, we are a seminar business, right? We run events, and suddenly we can't do an event. I said, hey, what's the big deal? Look at our place. We have a studio. Why did you even think about doing a studio? We don't know why. Qi Men says do it. So we did it, and we broadcasted all our events ever since from that studio. Every other lockdown or big events, we either film the videos or we broadcast it from that studio. This studio saved our entire business. That's the power of forecasting. That's Qi Men. And with that, the Qi Men chart says growth, and we had growth even in times where businesses are contracting. And thank goodness we did it before the pandemic. That's the difference. So it can't predict the pandemic per se, but it did say what you need to do moving forward. How many of you would like to have this piece of information, this part of Qi Men as your tool set moving on? Type of me here. Right. So this is important, right? So, and this allows us to not only chart our own life on our own terms, it also helps with health, right? It allows us to understand, how many times you have been afraid that, who's got COVID, who has got a problem, are we safe? Are we safe to go for this meeting? You can plot a Qi Men chart to find out. I'm not saying it prevents COVID, no, but it does help. Like, should I take the jab? Answer, yes, take it right now. Go and take the jab, right? No issues. I went for my jab. It was so smooth. 20 minutes in and out, I think. Maximum 30 after 35 plus the 15-minute observation, and out we go. It was cool, right? And of course, so many things we could do. And for those who are thriving right now, you want to use this tool as a tool for contributing back to the world. I think it's a great tool to use, okay? Now, I know a lot of you guys probably talk about, hey, are we only going to talk about making for business? No, I don't think it's about making more money. But if you do follow the steps, the cool side effect is you'll make a bit more money, maybe a lot more. Okay, how many of you would like this side effect? Make a bit more money, or maybe a lot more. That's so cool. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and hopefully by the end of today, this would be achieved. Right, on just the first day alone, you will discover your true path to lifelong happiness. How about that? Okay, again, I don't know exactly what time will end. I'll do as much as I can, and hopefully we get to this point, guys. Okay, so this is what we are going to talk about today. Now you got an introduction. And of course, before I can go on further, I'd like to remind you guys, please go to this page that I'm showing you now on your screen. This is called the Qi Men Destiny Pathfinder. The Qi Men Destiny Pathfinder. It's in the Qi Men tools. Relax, okay? If you're on your TV and desktop now, you can scan this and go there and print your chart. If you're not, you're on your phone, obviously you can't do this now, you can do this later. And it would be nice to have your chart. If you don't have, don't FOMO. Hashtag no FOMO, guys. Hashtag no FOMO, because some of you are screaming, I can't access, I can't print it. Listen, that's your mind fucking you. Tell this mind, take it out, slap, shut up. You can't do this, here's what you do. Don't ask me, don't ask the chat, don't ask anybody else. If you can't access, I'm telling you now, listen, if you can't access, don't. Access it tomorrow lunchtime. Okay? Problem solved. All right? So don't ask why you can't, because we can't fix your problem. It's just the server on your end or whatever. Wait, it will come. All right? It's all right. It's okay. All right. It's okay. So get the chart. This chart will look like this. On this chart here, you have your 八字. I'm just going to explain some details here on this chart here. And this is your Qi Men Destiny chart. On the first page, all right, this is a chart for David, and this is his 八字, which we may refer to it, and this is the Qi Men Destiny chart. You get this tomorrow if you don't already have it. If you already have it, it's fine. You can use it right now, okay? No issues here. Don't get stressed out at all. It's okay. It's not the end of the world if you don't have it. And on the side here, there's a summary of information. Your Destiny Palace, Guardian of Destiny, Star of Destiny, Door of Destiny, Life Stem, and your 7-star path level. Okay? Now, I know what you're asking. Some of you are asking if I'm level 0 or triangle here means what? It means shut up and don't ask yet. Okay? So don't worry about that. We will come to that when the time comes. When the time hasn't come, you relax, okay? Some of you say, oh shit, I've got death door here. What does it mean? It means you will die. No, I'm just kidding, all right? So it means don't worry. Don't worry about it because we haven't reached that point yet. You know what you're doing? You're FOMOing. You're FOMOing. So don't worry about anything that doesn't sound nice. It is fine. It has its strength. It has its weaknesses. It's not a big deal at this point in time, all right? So this chart here, is called your Qi Men Destiny. Your Qi Men Destiny is a, let me try and zoom this in a little bit. I'm showing you here on full screen.
Let me try to move as well.
I think it's harder because I'm controlling it here. Okay, so your QiMen Destiny, some of you will say, why got no color? Why is it that this has red and some has not no red? That is because you're cheapskate, you have a non-color printer. You print it with color, it will come with color. And if your alignment is out and you printed it, it is your problem. Go and fix it yourself. I don't know. My team doesn't know how to fix your technology related questions. Okay, so you fix it yourself. Yeah, but everyone else is printing out fine. Even if they are not, it's their problem too. So don't ask that question. Focus on the chart. All right. If you don't have it, find another way to print it on your own. Be matured. All right. Okay. So this QiMen Destiny, I will be referring to this a little bit more in the next couple of days, sometime during today as well. If you don't already have it, relax. Pretend the one on the screen is yours. Study the format first and do the exercises later. Are you okay with it? Type a 1 if you're all right. Okay. And you help the other FOMOs to, because they are stressing out because they don't have the chart, to do it later. All right. For those who have the chart, it's great. Take note, yeah, take note, because some people are FOMO, all right? So this information slowly will unlock it in the next couple of days. Not all, but some of it, okay? You will learn a lot about yourself and your abilities in the next couple of days. All right, so there you go. Okay, so once you get this chart here, understand one thing. It's not the strongest and not the most intelligent, but it's the one that's most responsive to change that will survive. And as you know, now we are in the times where we are in a pandemic, of course, that has not really settled. I know parts of the States, I think Canada, North America, and Europe are opening up, which is great, all right? Parts of the world here in Asia is still in a mess, as you know. Still will take some time before this clears up. So the most important thing is be adaptable to change. But here's the problem. The first problem is that it's not that you don't want to change. It's because you lack clarity and courage to change on what needs to change. Agree? Clarity and courage. So with the QiMen chart that you have or you will print by tomorrow lunch, you can find the clarity and you can develop the courage to change. Easy, okay? First, you must know what it's for before you have a reason to print it, correct? So this chart here allows you to understand with clarity what you can change or what you shouldn't change, and how you have the courage to pursue the change. And number two, even if you're trying to change, sometimes, actually a lot of times, you'll be self-sabotaging yourself, right? Keeping yourself from this change without you even knowing. Don't you think so? Right? So like for some people, right, it will be, they want to do something, but before they start, they tell themselves, oh, I'm not good enough to do it. I can't do it, it's easy for you to say, but hard for me to do, right? Only talented people can do predictions and forecasting. Not talented people like us cannot do it. Oh, we're born to poor families. Not like you and what I damn, doesn't matter. Or whatever you're doing to self-sabotage, you're going to silence that voice and change that trajectory once and for all. Okay? Because if the inner critic is too loud, it will destroy your life. Okay? So even if you're trying to change, the one person that was going to support you must be you. Now you may say, yeah, but I want to do metaphysics, but my dad doesn't support me. My wife doesn't support me. It'd be nice if they support me, but it'd be nice to support. No, you don't need anyone's support, but you do need your own support. Your own. Okay? If your own self is self-sabotaging you, then life is gone. Isn't it true? Right? So, but you say, can we fix it? Of course we can. That's why you're here. Right? That's why you learn Qi Men Dun Jia. So what does QiMen practically, what is today's session primarily about? Well, today's session is primarily about mastering the one tool that you have that access to this universal energy, and that's the mind. Okay? The one tool that helps you master all this. And this is so important because when we talk about this one tool can be your best friend or it can be your worst enemy. How many of you agree with this? Now, how many of you do have a mind in the first place? Do you have a mind? Maybe we'll talk about, where's the scientific part of a mind? Well, the mind is not a cell. It's not a, if it's an organ, tell me how big it is. You don't know how big it is because you naturally, no scientist can tell you which organ exactly is the mind. The brain is the brain, okay? The heart is the heart. It's not exactly an organ in your body that represents the mind. Your mind can be as vast as the universe or as tiny as a prison, okay? It can be as vast as the universe or as tiny as the prison. It can imprison you, and it makes your life hard to breathe. Agree? The mind itself can make you think all night and stressed out over things that has not happened yet, or get really angry about things that's already happened and repeat the pain like 1,000 times. Is it possible that, let's say you got betrayed by a relationship in the past and you say, I'm traumatized. You know, the trauma happened like 5 years ago, but it still feels fresh. That's why you need to go and stop mind fucking yourself, right? So how you do that? Let's use Qi Men to win this battle. All right, okay, first of all, this is a class for adults. I know some of you are like, oh, you know, why use some words? I think the way I use the words, let's look past this. This is the way how we talk with our friends. And sometimes it helps us emphasize the meaning of certain words that we want to say, okay? So we're not using this to insult anyone, but we use it to emphasize a point. Like, for example, mind fucking yourself. You understand that better. Don't you think so? All right, so let's go with it. For those who are new, it's like, oh, you just said this word. Doesn't matter. Get past that. Okay, slap. All right. So, how many of you do mind fuck yourself? Type of one. Right? How many of you mind fuck yourself? Once in a while, just for fun. Okay, it's not for fun, but you do that, right? Okay, I'm seeing the chat. Okay, so wouldn't it be nice if you stopped doing that, right? If the biggest supporter, right, in your body, in your being is your mind, you will win. You will win all the battles. You can't manifest reality if you keep mind fucking yourself, right? So let's change that. To do that, you gotta be able to see what you're doing. That's what the Qi Men chart is for. Okay, so the mind can be a beautiful servant or a really dangerous master. And if you let the mind master you, you will not have a great career, you will have a bad relationships and worse health ever. And now, the mind doesn't mind fuck every part of your life. Some people have great career but really bad health. Some people have great family relationships but really bad career. They just mind fuck some part of your life. And you need to, what's that word? Unfuck yourself, all right? How many of you would like to unfuck yourself? Cool, all right, let's do that. That's what Qi Men is for, okay? So, but here's the thing, right? By default, the mind doesn't help you to be happy. By default, it helps you to survive. That's what this whole thing is about. It helps you survive. So it looks for everything and everything that can go wrong. That's the problem with the mind right now, okay? It looks for everything that can go wrong, don't you think so? So you look at people, oh, I can't trust this one. Oh, this one, no, it's not good. It's going to be too dangerous. Oh, I take the vaccination. No, it's going to have blood clot. Oh, you might die at 0.004%. You might die. Oh, no, we can't take this. So every time before you do something, the mind is designed to help you survive, but not let you be happy, okay? If the mind can allow you to be happy and you can make you happy, your life will be a bliss. Everything you see will be nice, right? If you are a nice person, you attract people into your life. If you're a nasty person, you repel people. Some people ask, when will I meet my ideal man or woman, or when will the right person turn up? When you are a happy person, when you're truly happy, when there's no internal locks, that's blocking you. You're a jovial person to be with. You're a fun person to be with. You are lovable and attractive. Okay, if you are internally lonely, not blissful and happy, you're calculative, you're always, scarcity mindset, you are risk adverse, for example, you're not adventurous, you complain about shit in your life, and basically you're a cake complainer. That's not an attractive personality, and it reflects in your reality as well. So that's why you don't have peach blossom. That's why you miss all the opportunities that is destined for you to take in terms of marriage. So how many of you know some single people who need some rectification there? How many know that? Who needs help? Type that. Give me the answer in the chat. Right? They need to really unfuck themselves, isn't it? And they say, oh no, actually I don't need to have somebody. No, come on. All right? Some people say, no, I actually don't want to be rich. I don't like money. Really? Let's say you be rich first, then you say you don't like money. Okay? Let's say you have a great relationship and then walk away. Then you say, I don't need relationship. Don't you think so? So this is important. So to change your life, you got to understand the language of the universe. All right? And the language of the universe is simply the use of the energy form, vibrational energy. And I want to explain this very important part of Qi Men Dun Jia for you. I'm putting it on the screen right now. There's two sides, two core benefits of Qi Men that we're going to learn through in the next 4 days, today included. And the first part is to manifest an outcome. And the second part is to forecast the outcome of your actions. There are two parts that you're going to learn. Now, Qi Men is a big, wide subject, just like Chinese astrology and feng shui and Yi Jing. But we are going to look at two specific aspects that I think it's most practical for you. Okay, and the first part is to the ability to manifest outcomes. So how many of you would like to learn the proper way and the most effective way to manifest into reality the things that you want? Type of me here. Okay, this is not the law of attraction alone. That's only the first part. You can't just think something to true. You need to have a specific tool to win that battle. Because part of it says you want something, but the internal emotions are going the wrong direction, the reality cannot come true. So let's learn the right tool. How do you command that? Give the command to your generals, your guardian deities to go do their job. I hope we will achieve this by today or tomorrow, this full topic. And then the second part is learn how to anticipate, like how we prepared for the pandemic, how you prepare for changes in your career, your business, and your personal life. Wouldn't that be cool? You forecast the outcome. I'll show you the rules of how to do that and what methods to do that effectively. So these two things in this 4 days, okay? So, but at this stage, I need to address the number one mistake that a lot of people make. Okay, that will screw up their entire approach to Qi Men Dun Jia. All right, this is very important. First of all, you must understand this. You must understand that a forecast is not the same as a prediction, guys. A forecast is not the same as a prediction. I need to emphasize this. Now, why is it not? Okay, a prediction implies that it cannot be changed. This is something that is going to happen for sure. A forecast is different. A forecast basically anticipates. This is anticipating based on current available data, current plans, and current influences. What is the projected outcome? It's like an economy forecast. It's like a market forecast. It's like a weather forecast. Forecast means there's room for change. Now, why is this good? It is good because when it is something that is forecasted and you don't like the outcome, you can change the cause. Forecast implies cause and effect, guys. Okay? A forecast implies that this is a law of cause and effect. A prediction is no. That is, you predicted that this guy is going to die. He's going to die. There's nothing you're going to do. There's nothing you can do because that's it. All right? It's either you accept or you don't accept. But even if you don't accept, it's like, all right, too bad, right? But a forecast is different, right? So I like forecasting more than predictions. It is a huge difference. Forecast, as I explained, it is variable. There's a variable, okay? Variable, okay? And you have an element of willpower and control. Prediction is non-variable. It is fixed. A prediction is fixed. There are systems for this. These are called the oracles. These are called the oracles in metaphysics, and oracles are unchanging. There's a prediction and that's it, all right? So it's a bit scary, and if you're not ready for that, you shouldn't do prediction. And what's the point of knowing if you can't change? Forecast is different. Forecast implies that there is a variable. That if I don't like the outcome, I can influence the outcome and change the outcome. If I like the outcome, I just maintain what it is, okay? So a forecast is the law of cause and effect. Now, guys, let's learn about this. What is the law of cause and effect? How do you even know the law of cause and effect? Type of me here. New lesson, all right? Law of cause and effect. This is for all the beginners here learning. So law of cause and effect applies not just to metaphysics, but everything in your life. Every single thing in your life has it's based on this law, okay? So what does that mean? First, very simple, right? Most people fall in love with the effect, but not the cause. If you want something to happen in your life, most people fall in love with the effect, not the cause. Let me ask you now. Very simple. Yeah, you answer me quickly on the chat here. You answer me quickly. Rich or poor? Which one you choose? Rich or poor? Just try, come on, be honest, be honest. Play along with me now. It's for a purpose. Rich or poor? Easy or hard? Easy or hard? Fat or thin? Okay. Fat or thin? Choose one. Fast or slow? Okay, those are all effects. Now, watch this. Look at someone who is thin or fit, right? That person might be at 5 a.m. in the morning in pre-pandemic times, pre-lockdown times, or even now as they still can do that. They're jogging at 5:30 or 5 a.m. in the morning. They're exercising. And you look at that person, he doesn't need to be there. He's slim and fit. He's running at 5:30 in the morning and the fat fuck is still sleeping at home. Cause and effect. People like the effect, but they don't like the cause. The cause is that person is actually running, exercising. That's the cause. That's why he or she is slim and fit. Okay? You look at someone who is rich. I'm not saying born rich, yeah? I'm saying who's rich as a result of what they done. That they every day in, day out, there's certain discipline, there's certain work ethics, there's certain planning that they work on, they're working on their plans, and they're doing something, they're looking at their finances, they're making strategic planning, and they got to where they are. But a lot of people just want to be rich without the cause of getting there. Easy or hard? You ask your friend, well, I want easy, I want easy. I want life to be easy. I want life to be easy. I mean, how many of you don't want life to be easy? But for life to be easy, you need to get better. Hello? For life to be easy, you need to be better. Don't you think we need to be better? If we are better, the problems become smaller. Life doesn't get easy on its own. We can make it easy by becoming stronger and better and more capable. Whatever problem we are facing right now becomes smaller when we are more capable. Isn't it true? And that's the cause of it, right? So you may say, yeah, not everyone wants to be rich. Okay, just look at a healthy lifestyle, right? Healthy person. To be healthy, there's a cause to this. There's certain nutrition someone needs to take. There's certain health things they need to look out for. They can't just maintain good health by doing nothing and eating rubbish all the time. There's a cause for this. And there's a price to pay also for bad health. Don't you think so? A price to pay for, if you're suffering bad health right now, you obviously are paying the price as a result of certain things or certain nutritional habits that you have, a certain lifestyle that you have that caused this in the first place. Cause and effect. Okay, so a forecasting in Qi Men is to look at the cause and anticipate the effect. Suppose you don't like the effect, you change the cause. That's the power of forecasting. Okay, and so you're going to learn this stuff. So to understand the whole picture, how this works. So a lot of times, yeah, I know that principle, but you don't know what to change. You don't know the cause. If you knew the cause, you may say, but I'm suffering from my career now. It's because my cause is that asshole boss that I'm working for. No, it's not. There's a lot of things that is within your control that you don't know that got you there. You are the one that asked for this job in the first place. Don't you think so? You signed there and say you want to take the job. So you chose to be there, right? Then there are certain things that you need to choose to get out of it. So, and the same thing, if you have certain financial blockages right now, is also a cause that lead to this place. Maybe the cause is the mentality. It's always the government's fault. It caused me fear. They don't give me the opportunity. They only take care of the rich. Whatever it is, that's the cause. Change the cause, so will the effects. Okay? So that's what we're going to talk about. So predictions and forecasting, the biggest difference is forecasting projects something based on cause and effect. Predictions imply something that's preordained. As simple as that. Okay? And so your Qi Men chart has got two charts that you see right now. Okay? There are two charts. The two charts that you see, and I will show you on screen, these two charts. And when you use the software, it allows you to go to these two pages right now. Now, some of you are worried about those that you cannot access. Of course, you are going to think about that. I know, that's your mind. Oh, let's think about this. No, cut. Go back to these two pages. These are the two pages that you will access only right now. Pretend you didn't see those parts. Pretend you didn't see that at all. Okay, don't worry. Don't let your mind wander. Catch it, put it back to this. What's these 2 pages here? The first page, this one here, this one is called your Qi Men destiny. This is called a fixed chart that tells you your Qi Men destiny, the time and date that you're born. On the second page, this is called a forecaster. Okay, the forecaster, which means it helps you forecast. You got to click on the forecast button, the forecaster, to plot this chart based on the current time. Okay, this is the current hour that shows you the timing. Okay, of course, this is not the current hour. This is just an example of the current hour that we have here for my slides. So right here, you have it tells you at any point in time, what is the cause and effect. So this is the law of cause and effect. So if I wanted to know the subject or the outcome of something, I look at the forecaster chart, which you will learn later, not now. Okay, relax a little bit. So they look the same, but they don't mean the same thing. One part is your Qi Men destiny, and the other one is a forecaster. Okay, so it forecasts something. So we are going to have 2 tools here for that purpose. And in every chart here, you have to understand that talks about 4 realms. I'm going to show you now the 4 realms. Guys, are you okay so far? Type of 1 if you guys are okay. Great, okay. Cool. Some of you don't have your chart, it's fine. Relax, just listen first, yeah? I haven't used any of the charts yet. Do that tomorrow lunchtime, all right? Or whenever there's a free time. So the Qi Men chart talks about, for each of the palace or the sectors inside a Qi Men chart, it addresses 4 realms of energy, okay? I know this is for a lot of newbies, this is like, okay, so what does it mean? We'll come to that, don't worry. As you will go through this 4 days, you will definitely hear everything about it. But for now, just understand a very simple principle that in your Qi Men chart, okay, this is your Qi Men chart, the Qi Men chart will have 9 boxes. I'm trying to just draw out these boxes here, okay? And you see some directions. Don't worry about the directions now. Inside each box, there are components. There are 4 components on each box, okay? There are 4 components on each box, and these 4 components represent the 4 realms, okay? These 4 components represent the 4 realms. It's the universe realm, heaven realm, earth realm, and man realm, which I spoke about earlier on. So to explain this in a more simpler way is this, okay? Universe, it's in the Qi Men chart, it's called the spirit plate, San Pon, okay, the spirit plate. And a lot of Fat Keimon, which is spiritual Qi Men, focuses on this plate. Now, when I say plate, first of all, your physical thing is, your imagination is like a plate, right? No. Okay, a Qi Men chart, a plate means that information, okay? It's like a template, okay? That's more correct. Yeah, Pun means template. So this universe here represents the spirit realm, or what we call in our metaphysics is called divine intelligence. Basically the word universe, the universe mind, okay, or some people might say God's mind, okay. This is the higher intelligence, which is unsullied by your intelligence, the human intelligence. Human can be very intelligent, but we have opinions, right? We have identities. We have a mode of thinking. Okay, like for example, you may think that some people say, there's so many deities in Chinese culture. There's some god of hell, which is Rafu, and is going to create a lot of punishments for certain things. That is your assumption of it, right? You ask a leopard, right? What is the god to leopard? Leopard will think is a bigger leopard, right? Not because that's all leopards will know. The intelligence will limited to what they see as a bigger form of themselves, right? Okay. So anyway, universe is the part where it's unsullied by our human influence. That's why it's called spirit realm. And you have heaven realm. Heaven realm represents our mind, okay, which obviously corresponds with how thoughts, Okay, how do you spell thoughts, Kenny? Thoughts. Minds and our thoughts. So from here, we get our inspiration. Okay, our inspiration, and then it inspires our mind to think. We also have our control of our mind, but spirit can influence it. Okay, so heaven is almost like mind and thought. And the next realm is called earth realm. Earth realm can be described through our actions or motion. Obviously, when it represents emotions, because that represents how we feel and do things, and passion, that's our emotions, how we feel. Okay, it also represents what we do. Okay, so our mind leads to our emotions, how we feel about things. You think about something long enough, you feel that way. And finally, it leads to the outcome or the results in life, the reality. All right, so man realm represents the reality. That's how we become. That's our physical reality. Okay, physical form. So in general, we have these components. I just explained it to you in the what we call layman's terms. Okay, so if you like to keep the metaphysics point, then it's just have universe, sun, tin, de, yan, universe, heaven, earth, and man. So you can keep this mystical if you want. Some people prefer the mystical hoo-ha. Oh, this is the universe. It is the magic, the mystical realm. Okay, fine. Heaven realm, the stars in the skies. Earth realm, the earthly plane, right? The how we feel, how we act, and what we do on earth. And man is the physical being, our health, our bodies, and so forth. The four realms. So these four are reflected in a Qi Men chart. Okay, so these four are reflected in a Qi Men chart. So all this that you see on the chart, it's what each sector contains. Okay, let me show you this on the screen. Okay, so you see here, on every Qi Men chart, whether you are looking at the, on this side, this is your destiny chart. On this is called a forecasting chart. Again, this is introduction. That's why I need to introduce you to the system. You will see that you have all the four realms. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in so you could see this. Okay, so here you could see in the chart, right here, this component here, this is your heaven, this is your spirit or universe realm, this is the earth realm, and this is the people realm. Okay, now please do not worry if you cannot figure this out yet. It is absolutely fine, because later on you will get a lot of explanation on it. And don't worry, please, for God's sake, don't worry about deaf door. Just you see deaf door, oh my God. No, that is your precondition, pre-assumption that the word deaf actually means deaf. It's just an English word. It doesn't mean anything. The English word is like water, represents stuff that you drink, but water itself doesn't know it's water. So we label stuff. Labels is just one thing. Please do not worry. Okay. So more of this will come. Yeah, more of this will come. Please relax. I'm coming to it now. Okay. So when we are in the Qi Men chart, in your Qi Men chart, you have all these four realms, and it tells us all the vibrational energy that affects us at any one point in time. Okay, so it speaks to us about the vibrational energy that affects us, number one, on our natal chart, or number two, on a forecasting chart. So what we are going to talk about now in terms of the first part is to help you achieve a higher level of consciousness over these vibrational energies. Okay, so the Qi Men chart itself is a snapshot of these vibrational energies which are expressed in these four realms: heaven, earth, man, and spirit. Okay, so in general, if we want to use the vibrational energies for manifesting, it's exactly the way it sort of maps out the way we communicate and connect with the universe through these four realms. It has to come from the spirit, which is divine, and then into our mind, we start manifesting the mind, and then every cell of our body feel it, and then it becomes our reality. How many of you can see that the order here? We have to come up from the end. It has to exist somewhere. and then in our mind, and then emotionally, we feel it. We feel what we want becomes real, and then subsequently and finally, it actually becomes real. So it's not the other way around, right? It's not like, oh, you get it, then you believe it. First, you must conceive the idea from spirit, and then the mind takes it, then you embody it, and then it becomes real. Spirit, heaven, earth, man. So that's how we will use the vibrational energy into creating this outcome. So remember this 3 levels of consciousness for beginners here right now. Okay, for beginners, you can take a look at the screen right now. At the highest level, we want to be consciously manifesting, which is what we want. We're consciously manifesting the career, the opportunities, the love, the relationships, the health that we want. Consciously, we want to be able to do that. And some people consciously do not manifest anything. Okay, they consciously don't manifest because they don't believe in stuff. They don't believe that it's possible. They just absolutely not possible in their life. Therefore, it doesn't turn into reality. Okay, it's possible that way. Or they're unconsciously, this is worse, they're unconsciously manifesting the wrong stuff into their life. They keep meeting the wrong type of people. They keep getting they don't even get the opportunities, or they get more disasters every time they make a change, and one problem after another. So we call this downward spirals. Okay, if someone is in a downward spiral, they keep manifesting bad shit into their lives, one thing after another. At some point in our lives, when we are in that mode on level 3 here, we have unconsciously manifested a lot of bad stuff, and it's like, oh shit, it's hard to snap out of it. How many of you have experienced a downward spiral? And the problem is this downward spiral, right? You think about it. Let's look at the answers, right? Downward spiral is contagious. If an organization is in a downward spiral, nobody can save it, right? There's only those people in there who can save it. Even I cannot save those people. You can't save those people. They have to save themselves. So if a whole department it's like getting a bad version of COVID-19, but it affects your mind. This is like worse. And it affects everybody because one after another, they're consciously manifesting doom. Okay? How many of you have seen this before in their groups? And the worst is when it infects a family in this downward spiral, and everyone is unconsciously manifesting bad shit, and they all become unhappy, and bad things happen. That's what is going to happen if you're unconscious. So we want to get to consciously manifesting. Okay? We want to consciously manifest, and this is the part where we are going to talk about using our QiMen tools. Okay? So we're going to take a short break right now, and when we come back, we're going to dive deeper into QiMen manifesting. And of course, what is QiMen manifesting? For those of you learning QiMen, it's part of spiritual QiMen. In Chinese, we call this Fat K-Mode. Okay, so this is a form. It's easy. Okay, if you think it's hard, delete that. Replace. Delete the word confused. Delete the word difficult. Replace with this word interesting. Okay, replace the word with interesting. Don't difficult. Don't say confused. No. Remove this word from your life permanently, because otherwise everything confused. You keep telling the inner deity that you are confused, and it will make you confused. Stop doing that. Say, it's interesting. You want to learn more. So you go deeper and then you uncover more stuff. All right. So we're going to learn how to do spiritual QiMen in a short while. Okay. Now, during this break, you can talk to our the names in blue, the coaches. They will help you out. And if you have tech-related issues, we'll try, but we can't promise we'll solve this for you. Please go to, there's a short Q&A by text. I'll try and answer a few on Telegram right now. You can go there. I'll take a short break as well. And stay tuned. This is not the end, guys. No, this is not the end. We're going to take a short break, maybe how many? 10, 15 minutes? 10 to 15 minutes. All right, we'll put a counter out shortly. All right, 10 to 15 minutes. I just need to make sure my slides are ready for the next part here. Stay in this channel, and I'll see you in a short while. Okay? Thank you. Hey, guys, welcome back. Thank you so much. Okay. So are you guys ready for the second part of day 1? Yes, we are going to talk and dwell deeper on spiritual QiMen. Okay, type of 1 if you're ready. All right. Okay, some of you still have a little bit of an issue getting the chart. It is absolutely fine. Please log in later, not now. Some of this we don't know why as well. In your browser is blocking it, so no point asking us. It's something to do with your browser. Please fix it on your own. If not, then find a way. Okay, we can't do this remotely for you. I need to stress that we don't know why either, because most people can get their charts. If you can't, then you can't. Okay, end of story. All right, so do that later, right? Plot the chart later, and those who have it, use the chart, which is great. If not, just watch the example first. Do that on a later stage. Okay, so the next part here I'll try to bring you guys deeper into the subject of QiMen, in particular spiritual QiMen. Okay, now when I talk about spiritual, it is not the type where you're going to be praying to some spirits in the skies and you're going to be doing some joss sticks here and writing some yellow charms. No, we're not going to do that. That's in the realm of alchemy. We are not doing alchemy. We are doing QiMen, which is part of consciousness. Okay, spiritual QiMen is basically QiMen consciousness. It's a better name for it, I think, instead of spiritual prayers and all that, which is not what we're going to do. Again, it doesn't change, how it's your religious belief. Okay, it's nothing to do with that. Spiritual development is basically growth. When you become more consciously evolved, then you are spiritually growing. More conscious of your thoughts, more conscious of your emotions, so you're able to control it, but is as opposed to your emotions controlling you, more conscious in terms of your thoughts, meaning you are directing happy thoughts as opposed to being plagued by unhappy thoughts. If your mind stops attacking you and starts supporting you, you're spiritually evolved. That's what we're doing, okay? So that's the purpose of spiritual QiMen. And if you can get mind, spirit, mind, body, and emotions all aligned to the same path, the same direction, the same focus, that's when you can manifest reality. Okay? So those days people use rituals. Rituals are nothing more than exercises that people do on a consistent basis to hone their spirit energy, mental energy, emotional energy, and physical energy. Once everything's aligned, miracles happen. Okay, so let's go into in a deeper scale, what we're talking about here, and hopefully by the end of the session, you can align your energies. That's the purpose of this second part of the day. If you are misaligned in terms of your four realms, you cannot manifest, no matter how your law of attraction is. All right, no matter how positive thinking is, if you think positively, but feel negatively, it's not going to work. If you think positively, but emotionally you feel positive, but spiritually misaligned, right? The energies or the divine energy is misaligned, you also cannot manifest the outcome. Okay, so there are certain ways you can do this. That's with the tool of QiMen. QiMen is not a god. You don't pray to QiMen, okay? You don't do that. You don't worship QiMen either. That's the wrong approach, right? I mean, out of respect, some people they treat it like a very powerful thing, like they say, oh, you have the book of Yi Jing. The book of Yi Jing, back in those days, I tell you, the Yi Jing, book of changes. If you look at traditional masters, right, those days, I remember there's one teacher that I learned from in Taiwan, which is, in my mind, I was thinking, wow, look at those things. Look at the way he do. He said, this book of Yi cannot be put when not reading below your shoulder. I said, what? You must put in a high altar. The altar is so high, and they put this book like that, so it's like above your shoulder height. Okay, so that's how much respect they give to a book. Now, I don't do that myself, okay? But that teacher does that. Again, I think they are taking it very seriously in that level. But the ultimate thing is to understand that this is a book of importance. Your physical behavior and ritual and respect and praying to a book is not going to change your life, right? The most important thing is to understand what the book and the knowledge can do for you. That's the same with QiMen. So you don't pray to QiMen per se. You understand what the QiMen principles are to allow you to understand how to access and align your energies, your vibrational energy, so you can manifest the outcome. So you don't have to pray to any of the things I'm talking about. That's in a nutshell what it means. Okay. All right. So in 2020 and 2021, I think a lot of people are exhausted spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. Right? How many of you have, in some point in these last 2 years, exhausted yourself in one of these aspects? Type the answer in the chat group right now. Okay, mentally, emotionally, physically. Some people are paranoid. If you're paranoid about the COVID-19, then you are exhausted physically and emotionally as well. Right? Like you can't go out. You got stressed out at home. There's a mental thing. Right? Or you keep praying every day, trying to unlock your fears and all that, or remove your fears. That's a spiritual thing. Okay, so 2021, it's been crazy, right? Well, at the end of the day, it's these four realms: universe, heaven, earth, and man. Now, when we understand how to align universe, heaven, earth, and man, miracles happen. That was the goal. Remember the four goals we are talking about, the three goals. One of them is create miracles. Universe is the pure mind, right? The mind unsullied by our intelligence, the same intelligence that created life forms on earth, right? The same intelligence that created the earthworm, right? And an earthworm lives and makes a living and goes about doing its stuff. The same intelligence created the grasshopper, the butterflies. I mean, you ever stop and wondered how nature itself created? So look at the complexity of even a leaf. That intelligence is unsullied by human intelligence. Okay, the same life force that created you, same divine intelligence that created you and all your abilities. It's just that we haven't found out what those abilities are, right? Heaven luck is our intelligence. Now, we like our intelligence, don't you think so? Because it's analytical. If without this intelligence, we cannot have finance, we cannot have economy, we don't understand science, we won't understand how to build a rocket. Because of this intelligence, we can dissect things and understand how things happen, which is great for having this intelligence. However, this heaven luck of ours, which is our intelligence, sometimes can also be a nuisance. Why? Because it tends to be too intelligent. We start to analyze every single thing that is affecting us. Don't you think so? We analyze relationship. Why? This person say that. Why? Is it maybe you don't like me? Maybe like me? Maybe he's against me? Maybe not against me? Or you're trying to analyze how much of love your girlfriend has for you. Analyze it. How much love your boyfriend has for you. Analyze what he say. Analyze his action. All this analysis kills the relationship. Don't you think so? You want to understand a frog in the laboratory, we dissect the frog. Now we understand how the heart works, correct? But if you want to understand your boyfriend and you dissect him, there's not much of a boyfriend left. Don't you think so? So the more intelligent you are, the more sharper and more menacing your intelligence, your dissecting, your cutting ability will be. And that's why a lot of intelligent people can't find love, because you can't love someone by dissecting them. You love someone by embracing them, okay? By embracing, you love, right? But you cut someone apart. I want to know whether this person has a pure heart. That person will die, okay? Bring out your pure love for me. Where is it? Oh, no, it doesn't exist in your body. You die, okay? So the intelligence works like that, right? So Earth realm represents how we feel emotionally. So emotionally, sometimes we feel about stuff, right? But we think about something else. We think we want to go to the gym, but we don't feel like going today. Have you experienced that before? You know that you're supposed to go on a diet, but you don't feel like going on a diet. Your emotion says, let's eat that cake. That cheesecake looks delicious, eat it. But intelligently, you know, no, we shouldn't be doing that, right? You know what to do, but you don't do what you know, is because emotionally you feel something else, right? Now, the thing is, if you think about it long enough, you might actually feel it. It's like, you know, you think that Jane is a not trustworthy person. If you think Jane is a sly person, you think about it long enough, you feel that she is, even though she's not. Okay? So emotions, that's why heaven is fast, earth is a bit slower. Right? Thoughts are fast, emotions cut up slowly. earth is moved slower than heavens, okay? And you see the same principle applied in metaphysics in feng shui as well. In feng shui, water plate, heaven plate is 1/2 faster than earth plate, which is slower. If you study feng shui, you'll see that on your lopan, yeah? So earth realm represents how we feel, how emotional, and emotions makes us act. We do things, right now. Sometimes we do the things we don't know why we're doing. We're hungry, emotionally, we feel it, we eat, we take that action, okay? So some people get angry, they beat up somebody emotionally, they don't think, they just do it, right now. So some people have really powerful emotions that makes them energetic, and they can do a lot more than other people because they just have the inner feeling to do it. They drive to do it. It's the drives that make them happen, right? So there's emotion side. And of course, then there is the man realm. Man realm is the physical being. You might want to do it, you might feel like doing it, but the body might not be able to do it. You're just physically impossible to do it. If the body is really working to align, that means every cell in the body will cooperate with you, right? When it's not cooperating, it's like that. You drink water also, you can grow fat. How many of you felt like that? That if they even drink water, even they breathe oxygen, they grow fat, right? Which is weird, right? So your metabolism doesn't work for you, your immunity doesn't work for you, it just shits all over the place, right? So stuff like that. So that realm, right? So at the end of the day, you want to be able to embody the result. So heaven, earth, man, 4 realms, right? Spirit, heaven, earth, man. So now, of course, alignment of this affects your performance at work. It affects your ability to think clearly. It affects your relationship with others. It affects your health, immunity, and rest, recuperation ability. And it affects your ability to recognize opportunities. This is the issue, okay? It affects your ability to recognize opportunities in your life. And so a lot of people who feel that there's no opportunities for them, this is a freaking pandemic, it's a lockdown around the world, and there's no opportunities, we're dying here, we can't pivot. You keep talking about this word pivot, I don't know what it means. So some people just see dead ends, while some people, they don't see dead ends, they recognize the opportunity. Energetically, you need to vibrate at the same level as the opportunity to see it. If you're vibrating lower than that opportunity, you won't see it. That's the same with recognizing. If you're single and you don't want to be single, you got to vibrate at a level that connects with potential suitors. If the level is low, you're going to attract flies, okay? And that's not really nice, okay? If you are rotting, you attract flies. So you want to attract the higher level quality type of people, the noble people, the nice people. You got to vibrate at a nice level, okay? Light attracts light. So you want to raise your frequency of, but which one? It could be spirit energy, life force itself. It could be mental. It could be your body. It could be your emotions. Which level is it? Heaven, earth, man, and spirit. Okay. So the thing is, if you are able to use this in the right way, we become a greater version of ourselves. And if we don't, we become a lesser version of ourselves. Now, the 2 things that will help you overcome stress, exhaustion, and overwhelming. This is very important, yeah? Because whatever you learn in life is probably these things that affect you. So I want to show you on the screen right now. If you follow the alignment, and I'll show you how to align shortly. Relax, we're getting there, okay? You can get into flow, and you can gain clarity, okay? How many of you agree that any one of these 2 or just both of these 2 things can already change your life? Type a 1 in the comment section right now. Cool, right? Don't you think so? If you just get some clarity, and especially if it's a relationship, right? You don't even know what you want. You don't know what you want, and you expect your spouse to figure out what you want, and that's why there's a mess. Right on. And now you lose that person, you feel like, oh, will this person ever come back? Well, if you don't vibrate the same energy, not only will this person not come back, you will never be able to find another one. Okay, because the energy keep going low, right? Now, some will say, well, how do I take care of myself? Well, if you vibrate the vibrational energy at the level of a beggar, you will attract being the life of a beggarhood. I mean, is there such a word, Kenny? No, beggarhood, I don't know. Now, what do you mean? Listen, you say beggar, I'm not a beggar. What the hell are you talking about? Okay, think about this, yeah? If you want a relationship to give you security, to give you warmth, to give you tender, loving care, to give you financial support, to give you moral support, to give you whatever support, will give you stuff, that means you are begging for this. You don't have it, you're begging. Now listen, if you're a beggar, You don't have many choices. Food for thought. I just explained to you the concept of scarcity. When you are going, please give me, fill up my life because my life is empty. Please give me someone to complete my life. I want someone to support me. I want someone to give me entertainment, to take care of me. So you are begging, yes, because you don't have it. The more you come from scarcity, you're living the life of the beggarhood. You have no choice. You want choices? Suppose you are beaming with someone who has a lot of happiness, joy. All right, you are generous, you're compassionate, you're loving, you're kind, you're so much to give, you're abundance. These people, a lot of people will come to you because you have something to offer. You come from abundance. Don't come from the point of scarcity that you don't have. Okay, how you know it's very simple. What do you pray for every day? You're obviously asking for it because you don't have it, right? Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. That's why you don't have money, that's why you're asking for it. But if you're coming from that, you're coming from a position of beggarhood. Don't do that. You're not going to beg for anything. You're going to come from a position of abundance. I'll tell you how, right? I know it's a mind shift here, okay? So, shit, this is mind fucking me. No. It's realignment of heaven luck right now. Realign a little bit. How many of you see some alignment here? Type 1. All right, you see some discomfort, but there's some alignment here, right? Okay, so you're going to rewire some of this through Qi Men later on, right? You're going to rewire some of this. If you don't have that sense of abundance in there, you're going to be begging. And if you're going to be begging, and beggars cannot be choosers, agree? Beggars cannot be choosers. So you say you want to be able to choose, love and have the opportunity, choose career, choose jobs, you got to be from abundance. Suppose you're not in abundance, you're going to come from a perspective of scarcity. And if you come from perspective of scarcity, there's not many choices. This is an important thought, right? So you got to gain clarity, and there's a way to do that. And you come stressed, exhausted, and overwhelmed because you just don't know what you want. Okay? And the second thing is you want to get into flow, right? We talk about getting into flow. Getting in sync with energy, right? In metaphysics, we basically say go with the flow, right? We go with the flow means you connect with flow. Now, what is connecting with flow? That's the big question, right? What's connecting with flow? Well, flow is when you are connected to the universe, it's a state of higher energy, okay? A state of higher consciousness where at its highest level, you are able to, yourself seem to vanish in time, and time seem to pass by, and you're in that state where you're full concentration, you're in an enlightened state, and you're able to perform at a higher level, okay? So I think this is quite, a lot of authors and writers probably have felt it before, okay, where you have complete concentration, right? In sports, especially when you're doing something that you're truly find that you're productive. How many of you feel this, that you're in a state of complete concentration and focus, that you're in a state of the higher consciousness? You've been there before, all right? Or maybe you have so much clarity of your goals and what are the rewards that you seek in your mind that you are getting immediate feedback and redirection of the correct path. It seems that the universe is conspiring to help you, that everything just falls in the right place at the right time, okay? And you experience something really rewarding doing something, like you feel this is worth my time. This is worth my time, okay? And it's almost, this is the thing, this is the funniest part. I think the most mysterious part, that it's almost effortless and it's easy for you to do it. It's effortless and it's easy. Right, you're just in sync, and you have the right skills. You're at the right moment. It's the right people, and every action and awareness and everything else seems to be, at the right place just for you. And you're feeling you have complete control over what you're doing. Okay, so that's how you you feel when you are connected to spirit. Okay, that's what it means by being in sync with the energy. Right? When you have these 4 realms in sync, heaven, earth, man, and spirit in sync, you're going to be connected to spirit. When you're connected to spirit, that's what they say in sports, being in the zone. Right? In sports, being in the zone, when you have your mojo, you keep winning. This winning streak, it's a winning streak in sports, right? They win one thing after another. In sports, people will know that, right? Writers, I mean writers, how many of you are writers, script writers, copywriters? When you're in sync, damn it, your fingers can't stop typing, just keep coming, all right? And we content creators, when we create a speech, when we create a program, for days, when we cannot, nothing comes. And when you get into that in sync with spirit, suddenly it's like, wow, magic happens, okay? I was just reading an article about that. I can't remember his name right now. It's the composer of the Tim Burton's Batman, the one with Michael Keaton. And he wrote that background music, that famous theme that if you think about Batman, you think about that theme, right? I mean, if I ask you now, what's the theme song for, this Ben Affleck's Batman? Not iconic. Tim Burton's Batman. Imli, right? You see you feel the music. Well, that guy wrote it on a plane. And he suddenly, while on the plane, is not the best place, but he kept going in and out of the toilet because he doesn't want to feel weird in front of be next to the guy. So he keep recording. He's got a recorder recording the tune. He just got it. So he was in sync at that moment. So writers and composers and creators in sync means that anyone in creative arts, right, will know that. And speaking on stage, how many of you like me speak on stage? Whether in virtual stage or real stage? Time of me here. Fellow speakers out there. Now, I don't speak with prepared notes. How many of you don't speak with prepared notes as well? But when you're on stage on a good day, right, when your energy is in sync, it's like somebody else is talking, right? It's like this, like a spirit is here. You stand up there, you talk, and this information just come out, and you're in the zone, right? Sometimes I feel that too when I'm talking. Actually, you know what? I'm just talking to a camera right now, but I feel I'm talking to you. I'm connected in spirit with you right now. All right. So I'm sort of feeling it through the words that you're saying and connecting with you. And this information just keeps coming. So that's what being in sync means when you have that flow. And of course, the highest level is to solve problems. When you're not in sync with flow, with the Tao, right, with the energies of the universe, you can't solve problems. You just can't solve problems. You get stuck. But when you're in sync, solutions come. You see how to solve problems, and there's a sense of fulfillment. See, the thing is this, right? Happiness, a form of happiness, comes from solving problems. Think about it, right? Look at the stupid what cube is that? That color cube? Rubik cube, right? No, some people just enjoy fixing that, right? Games, right? Or stuff that you do, like even IKEA. Look at this is not an IKEA thing, but guys like to fix it up, and I like, see. I created this. I made this. It's crap, right? But you made this. You feel that sense of fulfillment because after you've solved the problem. So solving problems gives you a sense of fulfillment. So universe will give you a lot of problems to solve. It's just that you are not in sync. So you don't see the solution. Be in sync, okay? So once you get alignment to spirit, this is what happens, right? Complete alignment of the four realms will give you this. I'm showing you on screen right now. The complete alignment and coexistence in perfect harmony will give you physical being connected with your mental being, connected with your spiritual being, and ultimately your ethereal being. Okay, this is very, very important for us to strive for. And in general, it means these four realms: body, emotions, mind, spirit. And when these four realms are connected, you will be able to manifest reality. And that's how spiritual Qi Men works. So to a lot of people who have a preconceived idea of what spiritual Qi Men is, because they watch too many Hong Kong movies, like, oh, I'm going to write this yellow charm, I'm going to burn these these yellow papers, and then magic happen, vampire come out. Yeah, no, it's not like that. Yeah, that is your preconceived idea of what it is. It is not that. Spiritual Qi Men is nothing more than alignment of these four realms on your own, and these are all internally. And when you align this through a little bit of practice, okay, once you align that, you will be able to manifest the miracles or the outcomes that you want or you seek. Okay, so in your Qi Men chart, we study the four realms, right? And these four realms, if any one of these are blocked, it represents a type of energy block. Okay, it represents whatever blockage it is. It could be any one of these realms that are blocked. Okay. It could be, for you guys who are listening right now, which one do you think right now for you is blocked? You can be honest, right? Is it the body that is blocked because it's not cooperating with you? You're just putting on weight like nobody's business, or your body is in pain, uh, it's sick, and it doesn't know how to heal. Or maybe emotionally, you're just drowning in your own emotions. You know there's a problem. You're consciously aware that this is shitty. I don't want to feel like that, but I'm feeling like that. Or you know, your mind is basically attacking you. It's just enjoys seeing negative shit. It enjoys the darkness. Somebody dwell in the darkness. Or spiritually, you think you're possessed. You think, oh, there's a ghost here. No, there's some spirits here. And they're all white with long hair. It's too much conjuring, yeah? So, but you seem to do that. Oh, it's negative vibes, negative vibes, negative vibes. Everything's negative vibes. Oh, somebody throw a dead bird. My window is bad karma. It's black magic, black magic. Everything's black magic. For you, it will be real because that's what you align with. Okay? What if you realign it? Now, I'm not telling you how to unjinx somebody, but you can unjinx your own mind. Okay? Not everyone out there is going to have this voodoo doll and then keep stabbing you. Yeah, no, I shin it. Listen, your mind will go and see what it wants to see, but you can also unsee it. Okay? Not everyone is having this ultimate thing to strike you down. Yeah, you're not like the President of United States or Elon Musk that someone is going to. What's the guy who's going after Elon Musk? The anonymous attacker. Yeah, there's someone who just announced they're going to attack him or something. I don't know what the, or already attacked, is it? I don't know. All right, so I don't know. I can't remember. I didn't follow up with that story. But you see, the thing is, the problem is you think someone is out there to spiritually attack you and all that because your spiritual energy is aligned towards that, the dark side. It's time to align to the light. All right, you can do that, and then no more black magic. No more, all right? You may say, you mean it's that easy? No one said it was hard. You said it was hard, okay? All right, so how many of you know someone that has been attacked by black magic? Just so we know. How many of you know someone like that? Or felt that you have been through that? Okay, now I'm not diminishing that what you're going through. I'm saying you can get out of it. Would you like to get out of it? Yeah, okay. That's alignment of spirit. Got that now? Okay. So once you understand this and the types of energy blocks within these four realms, it makes it easier for you to to fix it, right? So you got to have clarity. Which one of these realms is causing the problem? Which one of these realms is causing the problem? You got to gain some clarity. Ask yourself this, right? When you don't have clarity, you will have blockage, right? When it comes to wealth, for example, right? When it comes to wealth, right? It could be tomorrow I'll address a bit more about wealth energy blocks because wealth is a form of energy. And this is going to be a so interesting topic. I will just generally address it here for the sake of our exercise later. But tomorrow I go deeper into this, right? There could be wealth energy blocks that you have that blocks you from making more income. Okay? So if you're struggling in terms of finance, it's a wealth energy block. When it's very real when you're in there, you just need to get out of it. Okay, so it can be done. That's why you're learning this. So give yourself a bit of time to learn this. Be a bit patient. All right, this is only your first day. You have never done this in your life, so just take some time here. Okay, I'm just telling you it's possible, but hear me now, believe me later. Okay, hear me now, believe me later. All right. If you're in health issues one after another, this pain you're physically feeling, maybe there's some health blocks that you need to undo because health is also vibration, right? Maybe in your relationships, you're just falling into the same trap over and over again, right? Apology after apologies, same issue, same betrayal after another, traumatized. That's an energy block. Maybe you want to fix that, right? So maybe a connection with other people is no longer the same connection you have. It's fuzzy now, right? And the feelings, right? You keep suspecting the partner. Listen, I have people asking me in my AMA. My AMA means ask me anything. How many of you enjoyed reading my AMA on Instagram? On Instagram. Are you on my Instagram? It's at djoeyup. I'm not doing it now, but I once in a while I do that. Very funny, huh? Okay. So, yeah, some people ask me, how do I know if my partner is cheating? Well, if you believe it long enough, it will become true. Okay. If you're so eager to find out, one day it will be true because you're manifesting it. That type of energy is not very good. The affinity should be how you can become better. So you can become, watch this, indispensable. Isn't it a better focus of energy if you turn yourself becoming indispensable rather than trying to spend your entire energy form in trying to find out whether someone is cheating on you? If you're indispensable, the cheating wouldn't happen in the first place. Right? If you are great, if you're so vibrant, you're so healthy and happy and really such a great person, and you build a great culture of trust and a connection, then this won't happen because you built it. Okay, you created this environment that these problems don't have, right? So let me explain. You may say, no, that's not possible because some people's nature is like that. Listen, if that's the thing, your self-fulfilling prophecy will manifest this outcome for you. So it's a chicken and egg. Let me tell you this. It's like in a running company. How many of you guys run companies? You know that. The culture of the company determines whether or not people in the company are trustworthy or whether you boot out those who are not trustworthy or with integrity. Because if the boss himself or herself is lack of integrity, everyone else will be susceptible to bribes because everyone takes the cue from the leader. The culture is set that way. So how that when you accept something as a norm, it becomes the norm. That is something you need to understand energetically as well. Okay. So some people go back surgery after surgery, same surgery over and over again. Energetically, there's a bad imprint. All right. You got to gain some clarity over that. So understand that misalignment will lead to a lot of problems. Okay. So what you want to do now is to understand, have some clarity of what you need to, change. What are energy blocks that are affecting you? Because later on, you're going to realign it. Okay. Write this down. What do you think is the problem? Just write this down first. Okay. You don't have to show anybody. Just write down what you think is the problem. Now, for me, there's usually a top 3 here, right? Behavioral issues that might be happening on your end. Okay. If you look at this, some people are just passive aggressive their whole time, their nature, right? What do you mean passive aggressive? That's how they deal with everything in their life. Cold shoulder, I don't know why I do this one. It's cold shoulder. It's like, I'm angry at you, I don't talk to you. I don't talk to you. I don't talk to you. All right. I show you I don't like it, but when you ask me, I say it's all right. Okay. So they want to attack you, but they say, no, I'm doing it for your own good. Passive aggressive are emotional blackmailers. Now, it's very, very not nice to be on the receiving end, but it's worse if you're the one giving it. Okay. How many of you are the one giving this passive and aggressive shit, that immature behavior, or trying to, be nice, but actually you are nasty, right? Or you're doing the Cold War, right? Cold War, you know how Cold War feels, all this stuff, right? Or for some people, it's inertia. What do you mean inertia? They know they know intellectually what they need to do, but they do the exact same thing. Okay, now this is very weird, right? Like recently, the post that I did on the eclipse, guys, the eclipse, right? And I said, the animal signs, these are the animal signs that will be affected, and if you have these animal signs, then don't go out, right? Okay, understand. The next thing they will ask me, right, if I'm in the car, what happens? I'm like, the fuck, I just told you either go out or you don't go out. If you go out, there will be consequences, right? If you don't, there'll be no consequences. But they do the exact same thing, right? In their mind, it's actually very clear, right? So they don't know. What if I put my hand out? One idiot actually said, what if I put my hand out in the window? What will happen? So by default, they're idiots. So they'll just have their idiotic behavior after you explain to them, right? I mean, how many of you saw that? I just told this person, you know what? Why don't you just throw your whole body out and try? Okay. So by inertia, they do this. They know they are supposed to do something different. Right? I told them, go inwards because the barriers to your subconscious is now weakened. You can go inwards and connect with deity or connect with subconscious. Then they ask me, oh, so what can I do? Oh my freaking God. I just wrote it very clear here, but your inertia is you keep doing exact same stupidity, right? A lot of people have that. It's not just this, every other thing, right? But until they realize this, oh my God, I actually have this problem, they won't change it. until they see that the inertia is the thing. They keep doing the exact same thing. They know now I have a tool that I can manifest something. What did you do the next day? Go back, do exactly the same thing. Okay? Human beings like to do the same shit over and over again, even though they know they can change. This is for some people who's energetically not there, right? And some will have worse, they have victim mentality. Oh no, it's all this government's fault, it's all your fault, you were not clear, you didn't tell me exactly if I have 2 animal signs out of 3 animal signs, I'm not supposed to go out. You didn't say it clearly, it's all your fault, and you should have told me early because I already planned a surgery on that day, you didn't tell me, and now my surgery went fucked. It's all your fault. Everything's victim mentality, right? It's always they are the victim. They are never the ones responsible for their own lives, right? And in this relationship, it's because the other partner is an idiot. It's all the time like that. They didn't realize that they could also influence their partners, right? They didn't realize, oh, it's my mother-in-law, she's an idiot. No, you can be a better leader and influencer. You can set the culture. Leaders set cultures, all right? So a lot of times they have that because of energy blocks. So what do we do? Right? So how do you gain clarity first? In order to activate the realms I'm going to tell you about, you got to gain some clarity. I give you 3 things. So number 1, you have to be extremely clear on what you want to achieve. What do you want? What's the obstacle blocking you to getting what you want? Write this down. Okay? What do you want and what's blocking you from getting it? Now, this is easy question but hard to answer for some people because they have the 3 problems that I told them about. Because the first thing they're going to think about is what I've been doing all this while. Number 2 is I'm a victim. Number 3, I'm passive aggressive. All right? If you don't have these 3, it'll be quite easy for you to know what you want and know that what's blocking you from getting what you want. Okay. Now, some people is going to do the initial thing. Oh, I want $1 billion. Like this one needs slaps. Like one putting hand out the window. That one, I'll chop off your arms. Okay. Don't do that. All right. If you are serious, then think within the realm of possibility for once and be realistic a little bit. What do you actually want to create? Okay. So somebody say, no, my purpose in life is to strike lottery. I want to strike lottery. No, I'm going to strike you down right now. That's not what it is. It's not consistent. You want consistent growth, all right? Consistent. You don't want to be rich for a day. You want to be rich forever, right? Now, so you need repeatable success. So to do that, it has to be within your realm, within your ability to repeat the success. What is blocking you from repeat success, repeat and sustainable wealth? This is important, okay? Now, number 2 is it has to be within the realm of possibility. That's what I'm emphasizing here because some people are like, okay, I want $1 million tomorrow. Listen, you have never even made 90,000 in a year and you want $1 million, that's out of reach. But if you've been making 900,000 in a month, reaching $1 million a year is not a problem. Okay? So within the realm of possibility, one step at a time. Why? Why is this important? It is because when you're manifesting something that is far beyond what your cells and your emotion and your physical body believes, everything in your body and your mind and your soul will say, nah, he's just lying. He's not going to get it. So because of that, you cannot manifest. There's misalignment. The reason why you're doing within the realm of possibilities is because you want easier alignment. You can write this down. Easier alignment. So what's the next one step high? Now, is it possible to manifest something out of realm of possibility? Yes, but give it 5 years or 10 years. Okay. So suppose you may say, I want $100 million, for example. Maybe there should be a 10-year goal or 5 or 10-year goal, depending on where you are right now. Anything that's out of realm of possibility, leave that for 5, 10 years. What you want now is the immediate. So immediate must be within reach, within the realm of possibility. Okay? And be specific about the time frame, which is important. So if you want something within the next 3 months, what is the thing that you need help in to get it within the next 3 months? So to fill in that missing link is the point of clarity. For example, I'm going to explain now. Yeah, listen to this. This is exactly how you manifest, okay? So let's say now you want sales to increase by 30%. Okay, fine. All right? Sales increase 30%. It's quite specific. Within the next 4 months, 1 quarter of the year, okay? 30% increase, you want to go into it. All right. It's quite specific now, but you forgot to ask, what's the obstacle? I don't know. If you don't know, there's lack of clarity. You must know. If there wasn't an obstacle, you'd be doing it, isn't it? Hello? If there wasn't an obstacle, you'd be doing it, correct? You may say, no, market. It's always market. If you're saying it's always the market, that means you have no influence. You mean all these sales that you've been doing all these years is all fluke shot and none of them is actually your real credibility? None of them is your real contribution. So they all just landed on you because you were at the right place. You're that stupid? Come on, right? Surely you must be partly because you're skillful. Surely partly is because you are charming. Surely part of this is because you have a strategy. Surely part of this is because you made the right connections. Surely part of this is because you had the right scripts. Maybe part of this is because you had the right product. You mean you got lucky? Then they shouldn't be paying you. Why not? Because that means you're an order taker. You're not a salesperson. You're an order taker. No difference than a waiter. Okay? So you see, so you want your sales to improve, let's say 30 or 40%. The clarity comes when you can write down not just where you want to be, but what's stopping you from getting there. What's the obstacle? Food for thought, right? Tomorrow I'll give you an answer. Tonight I want you to think. Right? You may say, yeah. I want to manifest the relationship. It must be the ideal person. Okay. What's the ideal person like? Okay. Name this some criteria. It must be tall. There are a lot of tall people who are idiots, right? Must be 5'10", right? Look like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is old, So you might get an old guy, look like Tom Cruise, old, not as good looking as the real Tom Cruise, because there's only one real Tom Cruise. You're going to get a lot of misalignment. Maybe you'll describe the feeling that you want to get as a result. Ideal person. The feeling that you will receive, right or not? Because that's what you really want, right? The feeling that you're with this person. What is the happiness? What is the joy as a result? What are you going to share with this person? Now, more importantly, what's stopping you from getting there? You may say, I don't really know. That's the problem. Now, why am I saying this? Because in the next part, where you're going to use QiMen, you want to break the obstacles, correct? You want to remove the obstacles. You cannot remove an obstacle that does not exist. How are you going to undo a trap that is not even there in the first place? You don't even know what's the problem, correct? So in your best ability, try to think. Now, this first exercise, I don't know. Now, at least you know what the problem is. The problem is you have zero clarity on what's blocking you from getting there. Don't worry, no worry. Part of QiMen 101, which is this, will help you get to knowing this. But first, I need you to know what. It's frightening, right? If you don't know the real problem, right? You're like, shit. All this while, I can't find the right woman. It's because I don't know what's blocking me from getting it. Shit. All right? Come on. You cannot be, your KKJ got a problem. That's why you cannot get. You don't even get a chance to use it in the first place. All right? So first find out whether or not you have an obstacle, right? So you have, maybe it's your attitude. You don't know, right? Maybe it's because you've been looking in the wrong places. Think about that, right? So specific time frame means what time frame from here to getting that outcome that you want. So once you roughly know what that is, right? I know some of you don't have the clarity yet. I'll help you get there, right? Relax. But at least you know there's a missing link. You don't know what's obstructing you. From now to, let's say your goal is to increase your income, but you don't know what's obstructing. That's what you want now in getting the outcome that you want. Okay. Now, another way to look at this is this. Ask yourself, what don't you want? In order to get what you want or find clarity on what you want, why don't you ask yourself now, what don't you really want in life? Okay. Maybe you don't want to be fat or overweight, right? My daughter studied in American school, and one day I was looking at, look at that fat boy. It's very rude to call people fat. It's big. Oh my God. She's teaching me how to behave. Politically correct. Okay. She's right. All right. So no fat. Fuck that. It's just all right. If you're fat, you don't like it, then do something about it. All right. Do something about it. My daughter's not watching this, of course. So if you feel that there's something wrong with it, deal with it. Right. You don't want to be that. Okay, good. Now you know what you want. You want to be fit and slim. Okay, so you say, no, I don't want to be a loser in my work. What's a loser? Well, every time I don't get the opportunity to get promoted, and I always come in second. All right, you want to be a winner. All right, to win in what? What don't you want? Don't want to be disrespected. Okay, fine. So how do you feel when you're disrespected? What is it? What don't you want? It's important to figure that out, right? And now, all of you guys, right? Before this, I want to ask you this one very important thing, right? How many of you actually speak to yourself? How many of you talk to yourself? Like really? Be honest. How many of you talk to yourself? You don't or you do? I do. I don't. Listen, when you are thinking is a form of talking to yourself. The question is, who is this inner voice that you're conversing with all the time? When you're trying to gain clarity, when you're trying to manifest, this inner voice that is conversing with you. Questions and answers equals thinking. Questions, answers, questions, answers. The problem is the same answer, which is negative all the time. That is called negative thinking. Okay? So, who is this inner voice, right? So, what we are doing right now, spiritual Qi Men, is to recognize this inner voice that we are dealing with, to connect with this inner voice and to be able to talk to this inner voice. So, before we end the day, I need you to know how to connect to this inner voice. This is what you do. They know the 4 realms. Universe realm. Now, how do I see the universe realm in my chart? The universe realm in your Batu chart is this section right here. Okay, as you can see on my screen right now, this is your destiny palace and guardian of destiny. Can you see that? Destiny palace and guardian of destiny. All right. So everyone has a direction. Type your direction here. All right. Some of you are already typing your guardian of destiny as well. Okay. That's right. How many of you are east? East is your direction, your destiny direction, destiny palace. Some people east, all right? How many of you destiny palace is north? Good. Okay, good. This is very important here. This is very important. All right, cool. I'll give you the first exercise shortly, yeah? All right. You see the direction that's pointed, all right? This is the direction that I'm telling you now. Everyone has a different direction. Okay, everyone has a different direction. So some is east, some is north, right? And in some cases, like here, this is south. Okay, guardian of destiny, doesn't matter. Now, you have a guardian of destiny. Some is chief. Some of you, how many of you are chief? Right here, chief. Chief is one of the most versatile guardian spirits. Guardian spirit is just a form of your universal divine energy. It's just one frequency, okay? It's not like some guardian spirit there that's going to like do something. No, it's not. It's no angel wing and flying. No. Okay? It's just a form of the energy, different frequency here, but the most versatile, which is the easiest to manifest anything except for killing people, which obviously I don't think is your job. If you're going to be an assassin, then having a guardian of destiny chief is not so good. Because you're too compassionate, right? You have a kind heart. I think killing is not part of it. So unfortunately. Okay, so, but anyway, tomorrow more on the details. Today is what to do. So you see destiny palace direction. What I want you to do is, the exercise is very simple. You want to take a chair and you want to sit. You want to be sitting with your back towards the destiny palace direction, okay? The back towards the destiny palace direction, whichever is your destiny palace direction. So in case this is south, right? So that means your nose will be facing north. Your nose facing north, your back will be towards the south. Can you do that? Now it would be even better if you have a compass and not think about the sunlight and where it is. Just use the compass. It's in your phone. It's in your phone. So take out the compass, right? And face north means your back towards the south. Can you do that? Okay, some will start to think about, should I sit in a lotus position? Should I sit in the meditating position? Should I do this? No. I just ask you to find a direction and sit down. Don't think about what position, lotus position, what position. Okay, no need any special position. Just sit down. Don't lie down. Because if you lie down, you're going to fall asleep. Okay, you sit down with the back towards the direction. Now, this is called backing that direction. Backing that direction. You back towards that. Means your face the other direction. So a lot of times in Qi Men Telegram, in the Telegram, when people say, oh, how do I back a direction? This is exactly how you do it. Okay? When you back a direction, it's opposite of your nose. And when you sit down, your nose face south, nose face north, your back will face south. So you sit down with the south or whatever direction is. And what you want to do is very simple. You want to get into the state of equilibrium or the state of absolute peace. Okay, absolute peace. Peace means your mind, your emotions, and your body is totally at a relaxed state. Now, when I said the word relax, I didn't say stop thinking and stop feeling. Because most people are like, what to do if my mind is thinking? Wow, I can't stop thinking. Okay, I'm just asking you to relax it. So what happens like that? Watch. If a thought comes in, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, don't pay attention to it. Don't pay attention to it. You just pay attention to no particular subject other than concentrating on maybe just your breathing and energy. Okay? You're going to see the energy, you're going to feel the energy vibrating from yourself, all right? From within outwards. This is how you connect, all right? There might be some thoughts or whatever it is. Pay no attention to it. It will be there, right? Now, you say, but it's disturbing me. No, it's not. No, it's not. When you're truly, now, is this meditation or whatever you label it, doesn't matter. I call it centering, okay? In the practice of Qi Men, it's called yap ting. Ting means stable. You stabilize, okay? Ting means to stabilize and to reach the point of harmony. So you like to call it meditation because you the whole day. It doesn't matter. Whatever you call it. You don't need to or what, no, doesn't matter. You need to chant, no need. You need to take a shower before that, no need. Just sit down and relax. And harmonize means relax all three realms on your own, okay? Now, I didn't talk about the fourth realm. I'll come to that. So you may say the mind is disturbing me and all that. How many of you got a chatty mind? Type of one here. Chatty mind. It wants to talk to you, right? Like just disturbing you and flying around. Okay. Don't let it disturb you. That's all. All right. You think about it. Stillness is not stealing the mind. It's not going to steal the mind, yeah? Because it cannot be done. If you think about it, right? If you have complete stillness, your heart will stop beating. You think about it. The only time you can stop your heart from beating is when you're dead. I don't think you're very good at doing Qi Men when you're dead. So you don't want to stop your heart from beating. Will you want to stop your kidneys from functioning? Hello? Would you like to stop your kidneys from functioning? Isn't it not bothering you? It's working right now. You should be in stillness. No, it doesn't bother you, correct? Your heartbeat, right, doesn't bother you. Your kidneys doesn't bother you. Is your liver bothering you? No. How about your left hand? Is your left hand bothering you? No. What if your left hand is not going like this, right? There's no swinging. No, even if it's swinging, it doesn't matter. You just relax it. You relax it. Okay? Your arms, your legs, your hair, your eyes, everything else is not bothering you. So your mind is just there. It does what it wants to do. Let it be. Don't let it bother you. That's all. If it likes to think, let it think. Just don't be attached to thinking. Don't pay attention to thinking. It's profound, isn't it? Okay? How many of you are seeing this profound shit happening? It's profound. Don't pay attention to the thoughts. Just let it think, but you can do what you want, but it doesn't bother you. It's like a screaming child. Okay? It can scream. Let it scream. You can still do what you do. All right? It's just like your heart is still beating. Let it do what it does. That's how you calm the heaven, align the heaven. The emotions, right? You don't want to feel angry, excited. No. Just let it flow smoothly. Okay? At peace. Okay? This is the peace practice. All right? Be at peace. So you don't get too excited. Kanchong. Oh, kanchong. Kanchong means what? Kanchong means anxiety. Kanchong means anxious. Right? You don't want to get anxious, right? Anxious means what? Oh, am I doing this right? Oh, am I doing this right? Oh, am I doing this right? You know, I have students like that. Oh, am I doing this wrong? Am I supposed to be like that? Don't so kanchong lah. Don't so, so high strung, right? Relax. It doesn't matter. Just sit with the back towards the Destiny Palace direction. Relax the emotions. Okay. So basically, if you're sitting erected, it's not a good idea. All right. So you may say, okay, I won't do that. All right, fine. But if it's not your whatever is erected, your mind, your emotions are erected, that's not a good idea too. Relax, chill. Okay. And after that, you want to do your body, right? Your body needs to be not erect, sorry. Your body needs to be relaxed. Not totally relaxed. Now you see, if you relax your physical body, you cannot be stressed. You're stressed because something is really stressed. If you relax it, you cannot be stressed. All right. So you really want to just relax it and you sit with the back towards the destiny direction. And finally is this the spirit energy, the highest energy. Once you're in tune. Now, some people might do a countdown, which I would suggest. You count down from 64 to 1. Just focus on the numbers. You can say the numbers if you want. If you don't want to say it, you can see the numbers. Okay, listen, if you say or don't say, it doesn't matter. No rules here, right? But 64, 63, 62, slowly you go towards the 0. Now, along the way, if you go from 30, 29, 28, 29, oh no, you've lost focus. Let's do it again. Okay, start all over. So you count the numbers down all the way to 0. When you're in 0, you are in this thing called yap ting. You're in it. You're in the zone. Okay? Now, at that point, the doors to the spirit realm, it's like a curtain. The veil is slowly opening. Okay? Imagine curtain, curtain slowly is opening. All right? You can almost see it through. That's how you connect. So once you're there, now, what do you do, right? Do a rain dance? No, don't do anything yet. Once you're in there, once you're in that zone, now you ask the question, right? Because here's the thing. Your problem was what? You weren't sure what the obstacles were. So you want to gain clarity on subject matter. Ask for that. What's blocking me from getting to what goal that you have? Just ask that. Give me clarity on what is the issue that is blocking me from getting. Describe what you want. You're only asking for clarity. What is it that is obstructing me from getting what I want? Describe what you want. Okay? And you want the answers this evening when you sleep, just before you sleep, or next morning when you wake up, along the way. You're going to instruct the spirit energy, which is obviously a guardian of destiny. This is a very simple task. Just find out what is obstructing you. Give me awareness over what is obstructing me. Just awareness. Okay? The answer will come if you are open to it. You will know. A sense of knowing will come. It's very simple. I'm not even asking you to manifest the miracle. I'm just asking you to find out what's blocking you from getting there. Okay? So how you get that? It's so simple. This is super, super simple. Guys, can you do this? This is how to gain clarity. This is the most powerful exercise, the first exercise ever in trying to get into Qi Men manifesting. If you want Qi Men, spiritual Qi Men to work, the first thing is you must have clarity. If you don't have clarity, what the hell are you manifesting? You won't be manifesting correctly. And you can't. You will get it. You get fluke shots. But if you get some clarity, you know. You must know what the blockages are. Okay? If you already know what the blockages are, then it's fine. Then what you want to do is very simple, right? If you already know the blockages, then you ask for something else. You want to gain what? You want to gain the courage. You want to gain the courage to be able to change your life. Just gain courage. Either A, you ask for clarity, or B, you ask for courage. Can you just do these two things tonight with the direction of your destiny palace? Okay? Once you have, or you can have both, right? But somebody say, can I do both? I would suggest not if you're a beginner. So go to your destiny palace and ask for either clarity on what's blocking you from getting to describe what you want. Describe what you want. All right? What do you really want? All right? So once you gain the clarity, normally the answers will be something internal. You must know what is internal that is blocking you. Okay, you must know. If it's the government, come on, all right. Oh, the signal says it's actually my president in my country. No, okay, that is what your intellect wants to think. That's the victim part coming. Oh, it's my wife. She's a bitch, and that's why she caused this problem. All right. Every day I see her face, that's why I feel unhappy. All right. No. Okay, it's got to be something that you know internally. It will come a sense of knowing. Okay. Oh, I now understand that energetically, this is the issues that are blocking me from getting what I want. Okay, let's gain clarity on that first. Because tomorrow we're going to ask for power, right? We're going to ask for abilities to manifest, ask for outcomes, ask for stuff. I'm going to teach you exactly what to do, all right? There are different guardians. I know you're anxious. How many of you want to know all the 10 guardians, what they can do? You want to know what they can do, right? The hook, what the hook can do, what the feelings can do. They all have special powers. I'm going to show you, tonight you're going to ask your guardian of destiny, don't care who it is first. Tomorrow, I will show you how to use every single one of them. Every single. Tonight, you want to connect a connection with your current guardian of destiny. Okay? So 1, ask for clarity, or 2, ask for courage. Number 3, If you can, if you're already, very good with this meditation, the higher level would be very simple. Ask to be connected and guided. Ask to be connected and guided so that you can transform your life to become more positive. All right, to be happier, to be more joyful. Ask to be connected. Ask to be guided. All right, ask the guardian of deity, the guardian of destiny of yours, to guide you, to give you correct answers, to help you become better, happier, more joyful, more at peace. Ask for that first. That's a simple thing to ask, not even considered a miracle. Okay, ask for that energy, and then physically feel how it feels like when you receive the energy. Okay, take note of that. That's what you need to do tonight. Okay, guys, this is something that I need you to look through and think. And once you understand that, you will understand what it is to move from a downward spiral to a positive spiral. Okay, this is very, very important now, because a lot of people are on a downward spiral. That's why they're energetically low. So you can't manifest miracles when you're on a downward spiral. So this exercise here helps you centralize yourself to a neutral point, a point of equilibrium, so that everything else will move you on a cycle of growth. Okay, so this is what's happening here. So stability brings you to this point, on the screen right now. Otherwise, negative is going to draw you down. What you will do, you centralize yourself at this stage in terms of your spiritual energy, your emotional energy, earth energy, man energy, as well as spirit energy on a stable point. And that's what you will get you to into an upward spiral. Tomorrow we're going to upward spiral. Today, at least you stabilize first, okay? Stabilize first, and you will be able to manifest the outcome that you want. Tomorrow, we're going to get into a lot of detail on what can happen, and you can program and command all the deities. Okay, so today is a very simple exercise. So far, so good, guys? All right, I know you're excited to learn more. More will come. Tomorrow, I give you further notes. I'm going to do, you make sure you're online tracking the Telegram, because I might launch a Q&A there. Okay, and latest announcements in there. Okay, once you get to an upward spiral, this is how you should be feeling. An upward spiral, you should feel inspired. You should feel inspired. You should feel automatically motivated, and you're steady. If your feeling is not inspired, not motivated, not steady, you're probably in a downward spiral. Okay, energetically you will feel like that. That's the first thing. When this happens, when you're in this state, you will be able to manifest miracles in your life. Okay, that's what we're trying to achieve. And this is the first step, and it could be many miracles coming. All right, now, there are two things to do right after this session. Number one, I want you to share your biggest takeaway. You scroll down this page into the Facebook comments there. I want you to share the biggest takeaway that you learned from today's lesson. This is important. When you immediately recap what you learned about, energy, law of cause and effect, how do you go on an upward spiral or reach a stability stage, or how do you actually program the four realms, or anything that you learn, when you recap that, you share the biggest takeaway, you get to truly internalize the information. That's number one. Number two, okay, I want you to write down what you really want once again. I will put this into action tomorrow. You write this down first, because tomorrow I'm going to show you how you can do this spiritual achievement in the proper format. How do you command which deity that you're looking for in order to get the outcome that you want? So you want to be able to first write down your wish, or not a wish, but what you desire clearly. After you understand what's the obstacles, then you will understand how to write this better. Because right now, you just, what I want is increase in sales, but you don't know the obstacles. Then how are you going to instruct the universe to overcome the problem for you? You got to there must be something blocking you from getting what you want, correct? So once you identify that, it'll be easy to solve the problem, all right? So it's like health, right? If you don't know what's the cause of the illness, you can't solve the illness. So you got to know the cause. So write down what you really want, and tomorrow we're going to help you make this happen. And tomorrow, print your charts, either now or before, maybe lunchtime tomorrow. And remember, we're going to start at 8 p.m. tomorrow, and the room will open 30 minutes before, okay? 30 minutes before, and be there earlier. I might be there earlier, but my team will definitely be there earlier. We'll start talking, answering some questions tomorrow, okay? All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. This is day one. This is the introduction. How are you guys feeling so far? How are you guys feeling so far? All good? All good. Now you know what QiMen can do? All right. Nice. Okay. So remember to do the two exercises, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.